All right, we're recording now. Hi, everybody. Carleon Jones here. Got my friend James Head here. We just happen to be coincidentally from the same city.
There you go.
Met through this
Cleveland, Ohio. Yep.
Cleveland, Ohio, 1-6. But the whole ideology of where this name came from, of this, the Friday Night Financial Fix, I myself came up with the whole idea from my life experiences, really. And it started with me going out all the time, every Friday night, spending all this money and not realizing how I was wasting money and the money wasn't sticking to me. And what I had to realize was that I needed to start balancing out my budget according to going out and doing all this just to have fun. Like, it don't make no sense to spend all this money, have fun, and don't have nothing to show for it afterwards.
Hmm.
So eventually I had to start learning how to divide my finances to where, like, all right, I'm going out tonight. All I can spend is this because I need this to take care of this and I need this to take care of this. And this was before bank accounts, everything. All I was doing was just cashing checks and keeping money. Eventually, once I started getting into network marketing, which derived from me really for a long time working in IT, like information technology, I've been working in for almost no, actually it's been over 10 years now. December 10th made it 10 years. It's been a little over 10 years now. I've been working in network marketing. I mean, in internet information technology. And it's been 2.5 years I've been working in network marketing. And once I started doing all these different ventures, and mostly in both fields, I was working basically for myself. Because after, while I was still in college, going for my associate degree, I started a business for myself before I even got out, and it started helping me get subcontracts through different companies, major corporations. And I worked for probably like one major corporation afterwards, but it was a marketing firm where I basically did their information technology work for them and did all their computer and networking work. But eventually I had to realize that, hey, with business and marketing, everything about my marketing strategy is really, really online. So just because all of this marketing strategy is online, I had to start researching and studying different people who've been making money online through and how they were advertising themselves online, because it makes your advertising strategy and your marketing strategy 110% better than
Hmm.
you standing at a bus stop, walk around business to business passing out flyers, because you're only reaching a certain community. You're not reaching a broader audience.
Hmm.
And once I start advertising myself, first I started with just posting on Craigslist. Then I went to like posting on Facebook to people around the area. And then by that time, like Twitter was just now coming out,
Hmm.
and people were still using MySpace at the time when I
Hmm.
first started learning how to advertise my original business. But eventually, later on down the line, I started learning about network marketing. Probably like what 7 years later, and then about 2.5 years ago, I dove directly into network marketing and start learning about it. Like, you might see any, if anybody registered to my YouTube channel or seen any of my videos that I post on Facebook, Twitter, whatever. I have a lot of times where I talk about I invested over thousands of dollars into learning about network marketing, trying to build myself as a brand off of network marketing for a long time. And I never say that I wasted thousands of dollars, because it's all knowledge that was needed to get to the point where I'm at right now. And on another thing, back to the original topic though, of the financial fix, the best way to fix your finances going through network marketing and everything is incorporate yourself with the white people, for one. Make sure you learn everything that they're teaching you, for two.
Hmm.
For three, use the tools that they tell you and find the ones that fit your financials. That's three, but it should be number one. But figure out how to use number three, find the right tools, that fit your finances.
Mhm.
Once you figure out the ones that fit your finances and you find out other different things that you can do to make money online on top of just advertising yourself and other business, you have to learn how to divide your finances. You don't want everything like you have to pay for your website, you have to pay for your Google ads, you have
Mhm.
to pay for all these different keep one account to pay for all your marketing. Make sure it's through a bank account, a real bank account, because if it's not a real bank account or a credit card, a lot of these companies like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whoever, they will not accept any other card that come from a bank or an official credit card. So you have to make sure you start off with your marketing strategy that way. Now, to help divide your finances, everything else, to where it's certain things like how you pay your cell phone bill, your light bill, your gas bill, rent, so on and so on and so on. I learned to use myself personally. I learned to use different prepaid cards because on a prepaid card, if I tell these people, because what I learned with these bill collectors a lot, and this is why a lot of people stay in debt and they don't realize it. But if you tell the light company, cable company, cell phone company, hey, look, I'm only going to be able to pay this amount of money during this time. Still going to try and take out what you basically owe them
Mhm.
during that time period, and they can possibly overdraft your account. If
Mhm.
you use a prepaid card and make sure that you only have a little bit over that amount that you told them, they can't take that out. So it's going to send you a message letting you know that, hey, someone tried to take money out, but it was more than what you had. They're going to let you know which company it was.
Mhm.
That gives you the opportunity to contact them and say, hey, look, I told y'all, this is all I can pay you.
Mhm.
This is what you're gonna get. This is
Mhm.
my account. Don't be trying to get what you think you're supposed to be getting,
Mhm.
but you know what you're supposed to be getting. Don't don't try to trick me. Do what you're supposed to be doing.
Mhm.
That's another thing I learned. But the one main thing I found out like recently, I just start using, and like I have like all the little card devices because I give a lot of advice. Like I'm on public transportation down here. I sold my car to move down here.
Okay.
So while I'm on public transportation, I get to talking to everybody about everything. Like I know the bus drivers down here, like I know bus drivers in Cleveland. Like seriously, like you probably know Daryl too. Daryl, he older. He like 60. Daryl like 62.
I think I got a general idea who you're talking about.
I'm trying.
Mhm.
I can't remember his last name, but that was my mom's best friend for a long time.
Okay.
He owned the laundromat up there off of Harvard. But I when I'm talking to these guys down here, I basically tell them like everything that led me to being down here. And like coming down here was a beautiful gym for me because I don't think that I would be meeting the people who I met and
Mhm.
learning how to broadcast and do business with people how I've been doing up
Mhm.
here. Because I came from a whole different life setting being up there. And right now, man, networking is beautiful, but the financial thing, I've been telling them it's this one card called Cascade. I'm gonna give you information if you ever want to try it.
Mhm.
It's a system called crowdfunding. Now I use Rush Card too for prepaid,
Mhm.
but I was telling the guy on the bus like I have Biz Cascade. Basically, once you get the card, they send you business cards just for advertising the card.
Okay.
I have the little devices. Like I have the access, I have the square device and everything, and I have
Mhm.
money that goes directly to this card from me talking to people on the bus, just doing what is called consulting work.
Mhm.
Which I then basically restructured it to network marketing consulting. I'm
Okay.
telling you how instead of working this job and depending on your pension from this job, because the buses drivers down here get paid just like y'all get paid for real.
Mhm.
It ain't really that much of difference.
Not really.
And like they still have a long wait before their retirement. So the
Mhm.
thing is, you got to think about how much money you getting on your retirement
Mhm.
compared to right now. So you need to start building up extra income for yourself right now while you're working. So when you
Mm-hmm.
retire, you don't just have one source of income coming in,
Mm-hmm.
which is pension, which is only going to be a percentage of what you were originally making.
Yep.
And you're going to start struggling. So you need to find out how to set up a residual income for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And not only just that, but use finance division for setting up a master residual income for yourself. Now,
Okay.
back to this Cascade card, what's so awesome about this Cascade card is the fact that I make money off of this card, not just from referring people, but I make money off of the money that I spend.
Okay.
But every say like I referred three people to this card. Those three people referred three people apiece also.
Mm-hmm.
And I spend at least $350 every month off this card just using it to pay certain bills. At
Mm-hmm.
the end of every month, they're gonna give me back $324.73
Wow.
every month. I'm gonna get that back because everybody else who has this card is using it to do the same thing. Just pay
Mm-hmm.
certain bills so no one can take too much money out of what they have. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's how I use it to balance my bills.
Okay.
Sometimes I might use it to go. I sometimes I transfer money straight from my bank account to the card
Exactly.
and go pay a bill right then and there.
Mm-hmm.
It's that easy. It's a phone call. All you gotta do, you ain't even gotta do a phone call. You can go on your computer and transfer money, and it'll be there the next morning when you get up to go pay your bill.
That's interesting.
And they give you the marketing material. Like I left it upstairs. But what's so awesome more about it though, you can't go to this website by yourself and get the card. If you don't get referred to this card,
Ah,
if you
all
don't get
about
referred to this
referrals.
card,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
and like I just made a post for it day before yesterday. I made an event for it. Like I didn't learn how to master off of the Facebook events. I made an
Mm-hmm.
event for it to tell people, look, they had a New Year's thing. It was from the first to the sixth. I knew about it on New Year's Eve. I waited all the way to the last day, and they were stopping it at 11:59 Pacific time
Mm-hmm.
on the sixth.
Right.
Here, that was 3 o'clock a.m.
Right.
I posted on the post on the event post the time it was gonna end here and the
Mm-hmm.
time zone, and that you can get the card for free instead of paying $6.99 for the card.
Wow.
I paid
Okay.
$6.99 for the card. They had a 6 day gap where they was giving the card away for free.
Mm-hmm.
You still get the same privileges as everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
But when you go on the site, they literally show you like the measurements. They got a meter that they show you. Look, this is the measurements for how much. If you, that's how I knew the number to tell you
Exactly.
much because they show you. Like I don't even want to tell you if you refer 12 people and those 12 people only refer three people apiece, you still going at spending and just spending $350 every month. By your third month of your back pay, they gonna give you over $12,000 in back pay just for spending $350 because you referred 12 people,
For 12 people. Right.
and those 12 people went out and referred three people.
Mm-hmm.
Now
Mm-hmm.
just imagine if those 12 people you refer go out and refer 100 people apiece.
Mm-hmm. I can
And
see that.
exactly. And it's crowd like and I researched crowdfunding. It's a whole bunch of different crowdfunding companies. They just start following me on Twitter. Just because I posted
Crowdfunding
that
this,
post,
I
14
think,
different crowdfunding companies just start following me on Twitter
okay, that just recently started within the past couple years.
in the past
Yeah.
couple of years. And it's
Mm-hmm.
awesome. Rush Card. Awesome thing about Rush Card. If I send you a referral link for Rush Card, like Rush Card is $6.95 for the card.
Right.
And no monthly payments. Like
Mm-hmm.
they used to have monthly payments. A lot of these
Yes,
pre-purchase
they
cards
did.
used to have monthly payments.
Mm-hmm.
But With Rush Card, if I send you my referral link and you use my promo code when you pay for your card,
Mm-hmm.
you pay $6.95 for the card. Once you get your card and you activate it, they're gonna put $20 on your card automatically.
Wow.
Now they gonna give me $20 too.
Of course.
You know, it's 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Every other person that you refer and send them your promo code, and you can change the promo code. So like, I didn't use my promo. Like, look, one time I I I sent out my link and I made a promo code that made it seem like it was a contest. This is the beautiful thing about network marketing. People
Mm-hmm.
love contests. People love to feel like they win something.
Yep.
So I had sent out like, yo, first 20 get 20 on card once activated, and change the promo code to first 20.
Mm-hmm.
Sent out my promo link, bro. When I tell you that I got referrals from 10 people in the first 15 minutes,
I wouldn't doubt
like,
that.
it was
Yeah.
like the first 15 minutes, 16 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I was getting notifications for referrals, and
Mm-hmm.
once they activated their card, I haven't had, like, I used to have my one of my checks direct deposit to my Rush card.
Okay.
I don't have nothing direct deposit to the Rush card no more, because every now and again when I get access to put my ads up there, or just
Mm-hmm.
forwarding over to anywhere like Instagram or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
Pinterest. Once I just set up a little contest every now and again. First 20, or tell them, look, you got 20 days. The anybody in the next 20 days, if you use this promo code the next 20 days, you'll automatically gain $20 on your card, on your Rush card when you get it.
Okay.
So I do contests for that. The
Mm-hmm.
Cascade card, I don't have to do contests. I just type out what it is. But another thing too, if you advertising through groups on Facebook, be
Mm-hmm.
careful. Right now, I get so carried away with making posts that I'm on almost, I'm on over 140 groups for work at home
Jeez.
on Facebook.
Okay.
Over
Mm-hmm.
140 groups for working at home and entrepreneurship on
Mm-hmm.
Facebook. If you post too much in a too small time frame
Right.
in groups, they will ban you. Right now, I can't make a post on any Facebook group right now. That's why when you posted that question earlier on about download X header,
Right.
I tried to comment to ask you like what browser you were using. And
Okay.
I couldn't make the post because I can't make a post in the Facebook group
You locked out.
until
Yeah.
Saturday at 4:36 a.m.
Okay.
They banned me for 72
Mm-hmm.
hours.
Wow.
Exactly. So you got to
Wow.
be careful. Look
That's
out
crazy.
for yourself.
That's Facebook though.
Like I have so many different videos of me recording myself doing certain
Mm-hmm.
things, because like I didn't figure out. I mean, I work in IT, man. I've been doing it for a long time, so I have so many different programs that I've just been learning how to use myself.
Okay.
Like eventually start giving all this information out to everybody, because like a lot of like X header, I don't even use X header. Like I use
Okay.
Photoshop, but
Photoshop.
X
Okay.
header
Yeah.
is good because it's free.
Right.
Photoshop ain't free, but
Okay.
I don't want to tell you how I got Photoshop. You know what I'm saying? We live right now.
Oh goodness. I'm already saying that now anyway.
We live right now. So, I ain't go, I ain't go to, yeah, but I got Photoshop. I use Adobe Premiere for editing my videos. I'm
Okay.
still learning how to really use that. Like I start learning how to use it because where I work at with my brother-in-law and them at the nonprofit organization,
Mm-hmm.
they use Premiere to edit all their videos. They learn how to use After Effects. So I just start YouTube and all this stuff, learning how to do it personally myself. So
Okay.
eventually, I just basically started learning. I just took like 2 whole months learning the Adobe suite, and shoot, what else have I learned how to use? Actually, yeah, I just learned the whole Adobe suite. I learned
Mm-hmm.
everything from, I know Photoshop. All my pictures that you see me post, I
Right.
just
Mm-hmm.
off of Google Images,
Mm-hmm.
reiterate them, because what a lot of people don't know is like you can keep posting these pictures that you get from online, but if
Mm-hmm.
any of these companies who originally made these images like just happen to stumble across your blog site, they're gonna say something.
I
They
figured.
and they
Okay.
will try to, eventually try to sue you for copyright infringement if you make too much
There you
money off
go.
the image, because they can
Okay.
find out how much attention you drawn from this image.
Right.
So what I do is I take these images and I change the pixel settings. I add some little quote to it, or add
Mm-hmm.
my website
Okay.
URL to the image, anything. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just that little bit right there, that little implementation of you changing the text in it or adding
Mm-hmm.
text to it, you make that yours.
Right.
Period.
Okay.
They can't say nothing after that.
Okay.
Just tweaking it a little bit, they can't
Yeah.
say that, all right, it's my image, because just like a lot of people don't know, any picture you post on Instagram, if they like it for a concept that they gonna try to use to market themselves, you might just see one of your pictures in an advertisement for Instagram, and they
I'm
legally can do
sure.
that because you posted it on their site.
There you go. Yeah.
Exactly,
Mm-hmm.
you posted this on their site,
Right.
and that's the logistics of same thing when you trying to get these images that you found on Google. You
Mm-hmm.
take them and everything. But see, you can't sue them because they probably take your image and collage it with a whole bunch of others
Doing the same thing, right?
and say, "Duh-duh-duh." That's why I like the how I did the event.
Yeah.
That's a collage of what, one, two, three, four, five, six. That's a collage of six different images for real.
You did good work.
Six different images. That's a collage of six different images. And the I didn't even have to make text. I found the image that said money problems and created that image.
Okay. That's fly. I like that. That was nice.
Photoshop, man. You can do the same thing with X Header though, for real.
Mm-hmm.
You just gotta learn how to implement it.
Right.
It's a
Right.
little bit more crazier rendering on there, but like eventually one of these days, probably like in the next month, I'm gonna start like because I'm trying to edit. I got videos of myself already doing uh editing videos with Premiere, um making images with Photoshop,
Mm-hmm.
creating logos with because like if you see my Diamond Perfect technical consultant logo, I
Okay.
created that on Illustrator.
Wow. Okay.
And like I do every like with websites, bro. Like websites, I know everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like only thing that I'm still learning about websites, I'm still learning PHP and
Okay.
programming languages when it comes to
Mm-hmm.
website design. And I'm in the process. I told myself before I'm 40 also, but I'm trying to really make it before I'm 35 to learn like C++ plus plus and like using all these different platforms to implement programs and everything.
Okay.
Like I told you, I want to create a study system for the youth become entrepreneurs and
Mm-hmm.
not just be employees. More,
Employees, exactly. They
more,
definitely have to get out that mindset of working for people, work for yourself.
and what we don't realize is when we was growing up, because I know you probably were like a little bit older than me. You don't look
I
like
got you for I got you anyway. Go ahead.
but no, like, and just from your generation to my generation to like my kids' generation and a lot of other people like my mom and them generation, I know
Mm-hmm.
we basically were taught from elementary to middle school to high school to going to college even.
Mm-hmm.
They're teaching you to be an employee.
Pretty much.
You really
Pretty
not
much.
being trained to do nothing but help somebody else build their dream.
That's it.
You have your
That's it.
own dreams and your own mindset and your own
Mm-hmm.
goals. This is why so many people struggle with listening to other people tell them what to do on their job. This is why so
Right.
many people don't like their job
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
they too trained on being an employee instead
Mm-hmm.
of an employer. When you have the employer mindset, but you just don't know how to, you know, be an employer. You
That's it.
under that thumb, you
Mm-hmm.
a dang on employee.
That's it.
Looking at mind frame. That's why in one of my videos I posted on YouTube, I talk about people being comfortable with the struggle. Now, when I talk about being comfortable with the struggle, I'm not talking about just you financially strapped and this, that, and the third. No, you might be doing a little bit well off. You might have your
Mm-hmm.
house you paid for, got a nice car, got
Mm-hmm.
about 20,000 sitting in the bank account. You can probably go for vacation whenever you want to, but you're
Mm-hmm.
not happy with your job.
That's it. Mm-hmm.
Take your expertise that you have from that job and learn how to create your own business. People
That's
who
it.
work in the stock market do it all the time. People who
Every day.
marketing for different marketing firms do it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
People who work for, like in my field, information technology, they do it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
People who started off being bartenders in other people's bars, I see bartenders do it all the time.
Every day. You're right.
Who else?
Mm-hmm.
Lawyers do it all the time.
Yep.
Doctors, how you think we got so many independent practices? These
There you
people started
go.
off working for other hospitals and
Mm-hmm.
learn how to create their own business.
Mm-hmm.
Period. They figured out, hey, I'm licensed. I'm a doctor. I really don't want to deal with all these different people. It's not the fact that I don't want to deal with all these patients. I don't want to
Mm-hmm.
have to keep listening to the guy who owns his hospital telling me
Mm-hmm.
how I should run my practice or my department. I can leave.
Mm-hmm.
I don't practice. I done seen private practices for surgeons. Surgeons
Yeah.
got their own private practice.
That's right.
And then
Mm-hmm.
now, guess what they do? They got a contract with major corporation hospitals to be on call because
Yep.
yes, you started your own practice, but guess what? No one else is better than you. So
That's
we
right.
need you. Come
Mm-hmm.
on in. We're gonna pay you this amount of money to do this surgery, and it's
Mm-hmm.
most likely gonna be more than what you was gonna make working for them
I'm sure.
because you're not under their thumb. You have your own business. They have to pay you enough for you to stop carrying on your business to come and
Mm-hmm.
assist them. Period. In that situation, guess what they do? Because I used to do it all the time as a private contractor working in IT when I first started.
Mm-hmm.
I basically they gonna give you a contract. Hey, we need your assistance for this surgery. Um, but this surgery is gonna take 2.5 days, so to say, because we're gonna need you to keep an eye on the patient. How much money do you make off of your business that you have in those 2.5 days? He can write on there and say, I'm gonna miss out on $90,000 in those 2.5 days.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna pay him $125,000 just for those 2.5 days, just to make it worth his while and to pay for all his expenses for traveling and everything like that.
That's true. I can see that. I can see that.
I had an independent contract with IBM for 2.5 years, and they basically paid for my travel. I didn't even have a car at the time. They was calling me to go to places like Columbus. They paid for me to get on a Greyhound,
Mm-hmm.
paid for my hotel room, paid for all three of my meals, and
Mm.
on top of that, paid me $50 just for showing up at the facility at such short
Okay.
notice, and paid me $15 an hour for that
Mm.
off of one day. If
Mm-hmm.
I include how much my hotel room cost, how much my travel expense cost, how much my food cost,
Mm-hmm.
the hourly wages, I made almost $500 from that one day, $459 and like 96 cents
Mm-hmm.
off of one day. I had another
Mm-hmm.
occasion with IBM where I was on call, and I ain't gonna lie, I was in the middle of party and everything. I had just got finished working a marketing job that I was doing for what's the name of the company? It's not Synergy. Just Energy. You ever had one of them
Just
come out to
energy.
your
I've heard of them. Yeah.
door? I used to work for them,
Okay.
and they hours is outrageous, and you don't get
Mm-hmm.
paid hourly. If you don't
Mm-hmm.
get anybody to sign with you during that day, you don't get paid for that day. You cannot
Wow.
walk around. You got to be to the office at. And them the type of people I really been reaching out to for real. Is
Okay.
you got to be there at 8 o'clock in the morning at the office.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all gonna have this little meeting spill about what's your approach to people when you knocking on their door
Mm-hmm.
every day for about 2 hours, and then they're going to basically send you out to Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
to, to somewhere
pretty
that
much.
you really don't even know. And you basically sitting there talking to all these people who really don't want you knocking on their door,
Right.
who don't know who you are,
Exactly.
and you're doing this for hours. Mind you, I told you you got to be to the office at 8 for a 2.5
Exactly.
hour meeting and spill about you what you talk about. Then you have to go to, like, they sent me to Oberlin, Ohio. I don't even know if you know where that is. You know where Oberlin, Ohio is?
I've been in the
I've
city.
been to Oberlin, Ohio. I've been to it begins with a W. Willard, Ohio.
Been there.
I've been to a lot of different places in Ohio just off of this
Mhm.
job, knocking, like, and most of the time you in the country.
Yep.
We're in the country, and you're knocking on older Caucasian people's doors who don't want you
Like
knocking
you.
on their door.
Yep.
Like, especially, like, I noticed in some of the neighborhoods, there was no black people in the neighborhood. There was no other
None.
minorities in the neighborhood, and they don't have sidewalks.
Nope.
Knocking on these doors until 8 o'clock at night, bro.
Lucky the police didn't
And
come.
mind you, we might be 2.5 hours to 3 hours away
Way.
from the office. We have to
Yep.
get drove back to the office and then depend on however we got there to get back home.
Mm-hmm.
And you basically come up short for nothing.
Yep.
Now, I'm leaving from there, going to contracting at IBM all night, bro. Like, when I got home, I was partying, kicking it. The lady called me, and this was the one thing with contracting: you're on call anytime.
24/7.
I
Mm-hmm.
dropped everything I was doing. Had my brother; he lived in Garfield. The job was in Independence at
Okay.
Embassy, and they wanted me to be there by 9:30 at night. I made my brother stop everything that we was doing. I poured out my drink and bounced.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Went straight there.
Yeah.
I got $50 just for showing up on short notice.
Mm-hmm.
They paid me for transportation for there and back, and they paid me $15 an hour. And
Okay.
fed me. All I had to
Mm-hmm.
do was, by the time I got there, they had already disconnected all the old computers and the old server and disconnected the old printer
Mm-hmm.
and all the old printers. All I had to do was go to all the different computers and reroute them to the network, to the system.
Okay.
$15
Okay.
an hour, $50 for showing up. For that one night, leaving out in the middle of me kicking it, $149.95. And even though they paid me for transportation, one of the supervisors from there, who was part of the contracting system, took me home.
Okay.
So I basically got paid to get dropped off twice.
Yep. That's it. That is it.
Guess what? You can take those same skills and attributes and use Spark to advance all of that.
There you go.
Spark to advance your prepaid cards, which you use to manage your finances and everything already,
Mm-hmm.
and use Spark to advertise anything else that you came across online.
Yep.
You can create funnel systems for every last one of them. I
Mm-hmm.
started, like, creating images and videos for everything that I do, and I'm making landing pages and lead capture pages for all different attributes. I just have to start making more lead capture, more of the email
Yes.
campaigns for, like, free stuff. Like, I got tons of ebooks that I can get
Okay.
free, but I haven't balanced out which ebook I want to just advertise,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm I'm basically focusing in on the type of people who I want to do business with.
Right.
And right now, my main focus is on people who do business, who do web design, do internet marketing, network marketing, online marketing, whatever you want to call it. Anybody who started getting into the fad of doing surveys. I'm in the
Mm-hmm.
process of building a survey site right now, just for
Okay.
all different surveys that I've done and made money off of.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, excuse me. setting up a site for that also, just to direct people to all the survey sites that I made the most money off of.
Okay.
Those people going to that website and going and checking out those different survey sites and signing up, I get $5 for every person who goes to that site.
$5 a head, huh? Okay.
$5 a referral.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm setting up another website just for the prepaid cards.
Mm-hmm.
Start creating event pages on Facebook for all these different prepaid cards and making contests off of it.
Mm-hmm.
Once I build my income up off of that and I can get Facebook to stop acting crazy on me paying for my ads, I'm gonna have ads paid for almost everything. Like I don't know if you noticed, but I have 3 fan pages on Facebook, and I have one for like when I started my own uh, internet and network marketing, IT consultant business. The original name was Diamond Perfect Technologies. I
Mm-hmm.
paid for a copyright for it and just went downtown Cleveland, Ohio to the taxation department, paid for a vendor's license, and was paying taxes on it every month.
Okay.
And eventually, I just started like any business that anybody was doing with me, I would tell them like, look, fill out this receipt because I'm about to take this money and go pay taxes.
Mm-hmm.
Any business, anything that came my way. If you in person with me doing business, when you pay me, you have to fill out this receipt so I can use this to go pay taxes.
Mm-hmm.
And from that point, I realized like, hey, I can start incorporating everything that I've learned and everything that I want to learn into building a broader network. The internet just started jumping off,
Mm-hmm.
and people were adding me as a friend who I didn't even know on Facebook, on MySpace.
Right.
And I was like, hey, these people want to know who I am, what I do. How
Mm-hmm.
do these people figure out what I do and they incorporate themselves with me?
Mm-hmm.
I still talk to some of these people today, like all the local rap artists from Cleveland. They just been finding me on Instagram and Facebook everywhere.
Wow.
Everywhere. Like,
Okay.
hey bro, what's up, man? What's your aspect on this? What's your point of view on this? I know you tweak with computers. What's the best system I should use for me trying to implement this?
Mm-hmm.
Like my one cousin, he got a studio. He just called me like it ain't even been 2 weeks yet. But
Mm-hmm.
he up there in Cleveland too, and he makes his own beats. Has been running a little studio out of his house for probably like, but he didn't have that studio from 2 different apartments to right now for about 10 and a half years.
Okay.
Probably 11 years. Matter of fact, no, it's been like 11, 12 years because I've been working out too for 10 years. He's been doing it for about 12 years. And he basically called me like, man, what's the best system? Because he don't know too much about computers. What's the best system that I can set up for myself to where I don't have to worry about my Pro Tools crashing and stuff like that? And
Mm-hmm.
me knowing studio now because at the nonprofit organization I work at again to let you know how everything works into play when you incorporate yourself with the right people. They have a studio. I am in charge of making sure that computer in the studio is up and running.
Mm-hmm.
The computer that they use for video editing and for editing for photos is my nephew's a photographer and a videographer. So I
Mm-hmm.
have to learn about all these different stuff just to
Mm-hmm.
make sure that everything's running properly. He called me. I was 110% ready. Bro, all right, you using Pro Tools? What version of Pro Tools you using? Well, it's gonna run about this much amount of RAM. Da, 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 da. Look, you're gonna
Mm-hmm.
need at least about 8 gigs of RAM to run your system, and you're gonna at least need a processor that's kicking out about 2.64 gigahertz. He like, all right, well, this AMD processor kicking out about that much, and it's in my price range right now. That's what I'm gonna stick to.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, use it. But I told him like the process you're using is only gonna last you about a year, year and a half. He said that's all I need for real. As long as it don't crash on me to where I lose all my stuff. But he was
Mm-hmm.
like, you know what? I ain't even worried about it. I got a portable hard drive. I say, see, look, yeah, learn it. I got 2 portable hard drives. I got two
Mm-hmm.
1 terabyte portable hard drives that I back up all my stuff on. I have tons
Okay.
and tons of images. Like,
Okay.
if you ever need some images, Talk to me. Just like what Sam said, me and
Mm,
images, talk to me, man. I got tons
I
of
got
custom
you.
images, man. Like I'm gonna send you a link of my latest uh post that I just posted on my blog site, and
Okay.
learn how to, like I told you, I know Illustrator, I know Photoshop, I know
Mm,
Dreamweaver. That's for building websites from scratch. Like I can change my whole theme if I wanted to. I already have the XML file backed up from that, so I can change my whole blog site to look different from everybody else's, and it's
mm-hmm.
projones.globalwealthnetworks.org.
Okay.
But I learned how to use Muse, Illustrator, man, all these different. I know at least like 7 different programs from Adobe, the 2015 Creative Suite Cloud
Mm,
right now that I can use from the Creative Cloud applications in 2015. At least 7 of them that I use right now to help build up my content for my marketing. I have a
okay.
YouTube channel now. This is my first Blab session. I'm gonna say that again, and I'm broadening everything in my world right now. I'm reaching so many more people. How much revenue can a typical system you describe generate covertly on a monthly basis? If if you use at least 6 of these systems consistently every month, you can gain at least 45 to 75,000 every month, but you have to use all 6 systems consistently. That's including with the prepaid card systems. That's consistently with finding the tools that you use to advertise your market off of. Also, take that, make sure it's a tool that you don't just use to market yourself. Make sure that you can make money off of that same tool. You can
Mm-hmm.
find a system where you can make, yes, 45K to 75K a month. You can make that much money off of using all 6 of these systems the right way. So if you use all of these systems properly, like my man here, James, he's already doing Paycation. If I was doing Paycation, um, Paycation one, Spark two,
Mm-hmm.
the prepaid card website three,
Mm-hmm.
the survey site
Mm-hmm.
website four, and five would be the, say, prepaid card. Brain freeze for a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Show me the money. You want me to show you the money? You have to incorporate yourself with the right people to learn how to get this type of money, man. I don't do that screenshot life, man. I don't do screenshot life. I don't do showing flashy, fancy cars and everything like that, bro. That's not how you get people to incorporate themselves with you. Because honestly, you can start making this type of money before I start making this type of money if you learn how to use all these tools properly. Matter of fact, if you want to, you can come on and take a seat, man, so we can see your face, man, and we can. You ain't even got to keep typing. Come on, jump in if you got a webcam and join a conversation, and we can incorporate with each other and teach each other how we can make this type of money every month. Because I just
Mm-hmm.
did what I'm telling you right now is the averages that I ran off of researching myself. If I did everything, I'm logging onto my desktop. Oh, okay,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. What Vacation, Spark, another system I'm going to start using after Paycation is Four Corners Alliance system. Uh, the what Paycation, Spark, Four Corners,
Prepaid
prepaid cards, survey
survey.
sites, and then on top of that, what else I system I use for myself personally, since I do web design, I have ads posted for me to help people who join network marketing systems who don't know
Mm-hmm.
how to build their own websites, who have some trouble
Mm-hmm.
with it. Come to me. That's $200 for every website. That's all I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
charge you. Is $200 to build your website.
Mm-hmm.
$200, and I'll build your website consistently. Consistently. Just advertise and tell other people. That's more
Mm-hmm.
people. If I get 10 people coming and doing that, guess how much money that is just off of those
Mm-hmm.
people helping me? That's
Mm-hmm.
$2,000.
Yep.
$2,000 on the paycation system. If you use it for your own travels,
Mm-hmm.
incorporate at least 20 people a month to for their travels,
Mm-hmm.
and keep going to the meetings and everything with everybody, incorporate with everybody. That system
Mm-hmm.
itself can pay almost 100,000
Mm-hmm. Yep.
a month. So yeah,
Yep.
and that's just that one system. Then
That's it.
Four Corners Alliance, you basically $18 to sign up. Everybody who you get to incorporate themselves into the system, $18 to sign up. Now, you're not just getting paid off of them signing up. When you build master marketers through that Four Corners Alliance system, you are grossing. Okay, say you pay 18. You get 10 people to come in. That's $18 a piece for them. That's $180 just from them.
Mm-hmm.
If those 10 people go out and sign 20 people a piece, you being their trainer and helping them get their whole situation set up,
Mm-hmm.
you can your first month, and but they get paid weekly. Four Corners Alliance get paid weekly though. But in a month average, and I'm gonna follow you back on Blab. How you doing, man? Dante,
There he is.
how you doing? How you doing, sir? Nice to see you. Nice to
Show me
meet
the
you, man.
money.
The money. You want to see the money? I like your little book selection back there, man. It's a beautiful book selection, man. What type of work are you into right now?
I'm a consultant.
You're a consultant. What type of consultant? You know, there's like
Uh,
I just said, I'm an information technology consultant,
okay, I'm a management consultant.
management consultant. That's beautiful. So you teach people how to manage their money.
Show me the real money.
Huh? You teach people how to manage their money, basically, and you lightweight 10 steps ahead of the game. And this right here, all these tools that I'm talking about right now can advance you to an extra level.
Yeah,
Like
the online
you,
thing is a
the
different beast
45,000 to 75,000 a month, those are just network averages. If you research it, you can Google it yourself and find it. Those are just network averages if you work all these systems the right way.
Mm,
Now, with like I was just talking about the Four Corners Alliance, um, if you build off those 10 people
yeah,
and even paycation, if you finesse paycation enough to the proper
Mm-hmm.
way, you get paid not just off of your traveling, but telling other people about the system and them using it to get discounts on their travels. You
yeah,
get paid off of that too. Also,
Mm-hmm.
making it to all the meetings when they have vacation going on trip meetings, you
yeah,
get
Mm-hmm.
just for going. If you know what I'm saying, and with Four Corners Alliance, you get paid off of the people you sign and the people that they sign. If you sign 10 people, those 10 people go out and sign 10 people, you averaging almost 65 to 100,000 a month just off of those people.
wow.
Because you get while they building teams, you can
Mm-hmm.
sit back and relax and watch your people who you built go
Mm-hmm.
build their teams while they building other teams and they making money. You're
Yeah,
gonna be making the same amount of money that they making.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Now, the system that me and James both use to help broadcast artists, which is called like setting up a sales funnel. And the beacon of the start of our sales funnel for whatever we're doing is a tool suite called Spark, which is through Global Wealth Network Systems.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that I like about it so much is because I've been doing web design, like I've advanced to web development
yeah.
in the last year and a half. The thing that I learned to love about it so much, and when I say love, I mean love. I know how much it costs for me personally to go out and try to set one of these systems up for myself. Monthly on a system right now that I'm paying $25 a month for,
Mm-hmm.
if I tried to do this system myself, I'm gonna at least at minimum be paying $250 a month. So I'm already
Minimum.
saving myself more than I'm using. I'm actually spending 10% of that
Okay.
right now, receiving the same things that I'm getting right now. And unlike any other system like Paycation, you advertise Paycation when you sign up for Paycation. When you sign up for Four Corners Alliance, you advertise Four Corners Alliance when you sign up for it. I used to do Empowerment Network. I was telling him Empowerment Network altogether is going to cost you an average about $75 a month. You can make a ton of money off of it, but it's going to cost you $75 a month. But another thing that's different from that compared to Spark is you only can advertise Empowerment Network off of your system and the blog site that they give you.
Mm.
With Spark, I use Spark to run funnels to all my other websites.
Okay.
Once I get one of my websites finished, or I create an ad or an event on Facebook, or anything, I can post that same event or that same ad or whatever to my blog site and
Mm-hmm.
advertise it for my personal benefit.
Mm-hmm.
With my prepaid cards and everything I was talking about, how to divide finances and everything,
Yeah.
don't just find a way to divide your finances, find a way of dividing your finances to where you can make money off of those same systems.
Yeah.
Cascade card I use, beautiful. I love it. Rush card, beautiful. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I got 5 prepaid cards. I love prepaid cards.
Mm-hmm.
I love them. I love them. I love them. I love them. I also have a bank account. Don't get me wrong. I do got a bank account, but I use my bank account like I was saying earlier. You probably missed it. But the benefit of having a bank account or a substantial credit card is if you want to pay for Facebook ads, Google ads,
Yeah.
Twitter ads, any type of ad online, you
Mm-hmm.
want to have a bank card or a credit card to where it's a substantial backing to where they know if they need to get their money, they're gonna actually get their money because on a prepaid card you can not have that amount that they're supposed to take out on there and
Yeah.
they basically chalk you. So like I'm going through the struggle right now with re-getting my Facebook ads from Facebook because when I started my ads at first, I was
Yeah.
using a prepaid card and
Okay.
they basically once they stopped people being able to use it, they flagged me because they found out I was using a prepaid card even though the money was always there for my ads.
Yeah.
Now I'm back to square one, waiting on to have a phone conversation with Facebook so I can get my ads back because now I have a bank account.
Okay. So, well, from your experience, which system would you recommend one should start off with?
To start off
It's,
with,
yeah, yeah, to start off with. So, a system
depending it
that
de-
can start making you money tonight.
tonight,
Yeah.
it depends on how much you have to invest into yourself.
Okay.
Be honest with you, it depends on how much you have to invest into yourself.
What's the average startup investment?
Average startup investment,
Yeah.
well, what Paycation start off is what like $100.
That's
As
not.
of right now,
Paycation,
that is $99. It's getting ready to jump back up to the regular price of $149 shortly.
yeah,
Yeah.
So I'm definitely spreading that word that if you want to join Paycation, now is the time to do it because it's at its all-time lowest right
yeah,
now.
it's $99
Okay.
right now. It's gonna
Yeah.
go back to
So, if
149.
I invest in that, I can set up the system and it to start generating something for me.
You turn yourself into a home-based travel agent. That's what Paycation
Okay.
is. With
Mm-hmm.
Paycation, you're a home-based travel agent, and you can
What,
start
what's the Sorry, what's the URL? Let me check it here.
the URL for Paycation.
Yeah.
I say, James, if you got your URL for Paycation, you can post it in the comment feed right now so you can get it.
I don't have it on me right now. Hold on, wait a minute. What is it?
Man, look, another thing I'm gonna teach you right now. All my links for everything that I do, I have like I think I have it right here, paid. Like I can't screen share to y'all right now, but yeah, I got all my links saved on either Notepad or Word, so I don't have to keep going back online trying to find those links.
Right.
If I need those links, I go into my documents.
Mm.
But like with Paycation right now, if you want to start making money immediately,
Mm-hmm.
Paycation. But with working with Paycation, the best
Okay.
way to funnel people to Paycation, you use Spark. But you said what you want to start using first. Now, I'm an honest businessman. I'm gonna tell you right now. First thing I would start off with is like because I didn't have the. That's why I'm not even using Paycation just yet because I'm trying to balance. I wrote myself a mission statement and I told myself that once I get this amount of money, I'm
Mm-hmm.
doing this because I'm doing so much other stuff, and I already can start paying for ads for things. So I don't want to over. That's why I started this Friday night financial fix to learn. And you should know about this. You teach people how to manage their money, Danton.
I'm
You-
I'm
you-
I'm, I'm
that's why
gonna
I'm
be
glad you
running a
took a seat
class.
in because you're gonna say some stuff before this over. Look, we just over a little bit over an hour. I ain't gonna keep y'all up all night because I be at this all night with y'all. You don't even know. Because once this lab session over, I'm about to go back into posting stuff on my website and building pages.
Yeah,
We can
you
do
should
this
have
all
an
night.
e-course for this.
And we can look. I got information up here, man. I've been doing a lot of research, bro. A lot
Yeah,
of
you should
research.
do a webinar session for this.
Yes. This I'm recording this session right now, man.
Okay.
So like, and I have like, if you, I'm gonna give you a link, or he just gave you the link for vacation.
Yeah,
It's in the
I'm looking
comments
at that
too.
now.
And I'm gonna give you a link to incorporate yourself with me on Facebook, and you can follow me through Facebook to any other circuit. Once you get there, like you can follow me right now on the Blab session.
Yeah,
You can
let me
follow
do
me on
that.
the Blab session and follow me on Twitter. And all I post about is different ways to make money, manage your money. And the best time to do that is when you're going through your financial struggles. When you tired of the struggle for real, that's when you really, really, really gonna figure out like, look, man, what am I doing? Why am I still like right now? I just turned 32, December 28th, and
Wow.
on my birthday, I was sitting back thinking like, man, when I was 20, before I started, like I had my first child when I was 20. Right before my first daughter was born, I told myself, I promised myself that by the time I was 30 years old, if I'm not a millionaire, then I'm gonna at least own the house and be comfortable if I'm not a millionaire by then. When I just turned 32, I sat back and looked at my surroundings. I'm in a decent home right now, but I'm renting. I don't own this place. I just sold my car. I was just telling him I just sold my car to move to Atlanta, Georgia from Cleveland, Ohio last year.
Hmm.
I sold all my jewelry and everything just to make sure that when I got here, I was gonna have some type of money to have somewhere to stay because I knew that me personally, I wasn't gonna be able to live with my family for too long.
Yeah.
I'm to the age to where like, look, I moved out when I was 17. I haven't looked back. For me to come and have to come down here and stay with two different family members in
Hmm.
two different households, I was like, man, I can't do this. I just paid off my student loans. My student loans is paid off.
Good.
Out of college for what 8 years now,
Yeah.
and finally got my student loans taken care of. Done. That's off my back. Now I'm paying off old bills still.
Yeah.
I'm like, look, man, what am I gonna do to make sure that I fix all of this? I had already started writing a mission statement, not for just business. I took it a step further. I wrote a mission statement for my life,
Yeah.
a life mission statement to see what am I trying to do with myself in 2016
And beyond.
and beyond.
Mm-hmm.
I start analyzing all the different things that I know to make money off of and all the different aspects that I researched. Everything from survey sites, everything from prepaid cards, systems like Paycation, systems like Four Corners Alliance, and the ultimate system so far for me right now, Spark, because Spark is unlike any other system that I've ever encountered in my 2.5 years of research and network marketing.
Yeah.
Because I can use this system to direct people to anything else. You in management consulting, you want to start your own business instead of, or you already started your own business and you trying to figure out how to broaden your online presence to bring
I
in
want
more
to
people.
leverage I want to leverage the online systems. That's what I'm trying to do.
You want to
Because
leverage the online systems.
yeah, yeah. Because right now, what I do is really B2B, one-to-one client, which
Mm-hmm.
sort of like limits me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I can only once a client signs me up for the year, that's the only thing I can do, right? So I'm sort of like capped. But I want to restructure my business model so I can do one to many, and that's why I'm looking at using online, leveraging online systems. So essentially, if I have systems that can bring in money for me, then I can free up my time in using my time to earn income.
That's what we all about, man.
That's what I'm trying
That's
to
what
do,
we all about.
so that I don't have to be stuck with one client for the whole year.
One client. That's what we all about. If you want to broaden your online presence, invest in Spark. Spark is a system that's going to give you your own personal online real estate, meaning that you have a blog site, a premium WordPress blog site
Mhm.
that you can use to funnel customers and leads to any aspect of business that you have for yourself. Not
Okay.
only can you do that, but you also make money off of the system. You
Mm.
receive 100% commission for everybody else that you get to incorporate with you on Spark. You paying $25 a month for a WordPress blog site that's going to normally cost you $250 a month. You
Okay.
have plugins for search engine optimization.
Mm-hmm.
You have the plugin for building certain type of web pages. It's the
Yeah.
Insta Builder plugin. Then you have the Mailchimp plugin, which is your lead building and your email auto response also.
Mm.
Because once you set up those email filters, like I'll send you a link to my website in a second, to my blog site, so you can see what I'm talking about.
Okay.
You also have like the autoresponder. It's basically it's the lead capture.
Yeah.
It's your lead capture.
Mm-hmm.
You give people any type of offer that you feel that people looking for into building their system. They
Yeah.
come in and incorporate with you. You tell people, hey, you want to learn how to manage your money for free? You'd be surprised how many people gonna give you their email address and their name, and you can send them. It automatically sends a certain type of message that you set up for that campaign automatically once they sign in.
Yeah.
It'll tell you that they just registered and subscribed, and you can set up a campaign message for sending them other messages,
Yeah.
and you can schedule these messages
Yeah.
to up to 2,500 people for free.
Yeah. Yeah.
And all of this is in one system that you paying $25 a month for.
Yeah.
And
That's
on
cool.
top of that, anybody else that you sign up into the system, into Spark, and show them how to use it to build their business,
Mm-hmm.
you get $25 for every person that you sign up.
Okay.
100% commission from every person that you sign up.
Mm.
Ain't no other system out here like that. Even Four Corners Alliance, like I told you, doing that, $18 to sign up, and you're gonna get paid off of every person who signed up. The only way you balance out those averages to getting that money actually is if you sign up 10 people.
Yeah.
You sign up 10 people, then your money balance out after month, and those 10 people have to put in
You,
work to sign people.
you sign up 10 people and you help them to sign up 10 people each as well, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the only way you're gonna make money off of that system. With Global Wealth Network system, with Spark system, I might not be making the money off of the system that I want to be making right now, but guess what? That same system draws attention to everything else that I do.
Mm.
People like you talking to me, if not every day, at least once a week, trying to figure out how to broaden their online presence.
Yeah.
That's what brought me up to starting this. This is my first Blab session. Like this is what made it me start doing this. I've been watching Blab sessions for the last 90 days
Mhm.
because my mentor does them, and another brother that been in the system before me, who he does one on Monday. Which is once you incorporate yourself with this, that's another beneficial thing. Also, we're working with Spark. We
Mm.
are not just this tool suit; it's a mastermind. It's an entrepreneurial mastermind. You
Yeah.
don't just incorporate yourself with me. You don't just incorporate yourself with James. Taking ownership of Spark, you are going to get invited to two different groups of entrepreneurial masterminds. One
Yeah.
of them being First Biz Steps. I'm gonna send you the link to that tonight before we
Mm-hmm.
end this session. And you also become part of the Sparks Pro User group.
Okay.
Being part of the Spark Pro user group, whenever we have every Thursday and Sunday night, we have sessions also just for the Spark Pro users group.
Mhm.
Where if you run into any hiccups on trying to figure out how to build content for your blog, um, how to set up Mailchimp, all of these tools are available for you. You don't even have to contact us to get that information. Once you become part of Spark, we have another website. It's for My Online Success, where you can
Yeah.
go on there, sign in, and search any type of problem. Say, I'm having problems setting up email response. You're gonna get a list of 6 videos that talk about MailChimp, which is the plugin for setting up your email campaign,
Yeah.
research anything. Every Thursday, we go over all these different attributes. Every Thursday, for a
Mm.
whole hour, we have a whole class session through Google Hangout where we
Yeah.
all learn what we need to learn to build our content. We just had
Okay.
one yesterday. We talked about using X header to build image content. We talked about the best way to create lead capture pages, the best way to create sales funnels.
Yeah.
And we have other people who learn different things who give their input.
Yeah.
You take all of these tools and build it up. Any other system, any other like empowered network, for all of this stuff that I'm telling you right now,
Yeah.
you're not even gonna have your own personal online real estate. You're gonna have their real estate that they're giving you. You
Mm.
basically paying them rent to advertise their market,
Okay.
and they gonna slowly train you how to advertise this market and make money off of it.
Okay.
Two, if you don't pay for ads on Facebook, you can't post about Empowerment Network. They have a block on Facebook, and it's been there for the last 4 years almost, to
Mm-hmm.
where if you're not paying for ads to advertise Empowerment Network, you can't post ads about Empowerment Network, not even on your own timeline.
Wow.
Now with Spark, I can take make a post on my blog site and just post about, hey, look, guys, I just posted this video on YouTube talking about incorporate yourself with other like-minded entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
See how you can incorporate yourself with others to build your own business.
Yeah.
Learn what you need to learn for minimum cost. In most cases, it's for free.
Yeah.
Sometimes I post get free training. All of that stuff is ran directly through Spark.
Okay.
I just posted all this stuff about this Blab session through Spark,
Yeah.
through the groups. I made an event about it on Facebook. That's how James found out about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? All of this information about how to build these events and everything, you're gonna get for free
Yeah.
when you take
Mm-hmm.
ownership of Spark. Once you take ownership of Spark, and then if you want to excel further and invest, you can go and invest and take Paycation, make you a page for Paycation, put it on the top of your menu
Yeah.
on your Spark blog site, and say, "Hey, learn how to get paid to travel."
Mm-hmm.
Right there on your menu. That's gonna catch people attention. You
Yeah.
got about me, Spark Tool Suit, learn how to get paid for travel. All three of those attributes gonna catch people's attention.
Yeah.
They're clicking on it.
Yeah.
And if you got these links on the side, say incorporate yourself with other like-minded entrepreneurs, gain experience for free.
Yeah.
People like to see free.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna incorporate themselves with you and
Yeah.
become leads.
Yeah.
You contact these people back, ask them, hey, what did you like about the mastermind? Because in mine, where it say place yourself with the mastermind, you click on, you assess yourself to that, it's going to send you to one of the Facebook groups that we incorporate with.
Mm-hmm.
And you can start looking at the images what we post every day about learning how to use this to broaden your advertisement.
Yeah.
Look at this content. Take this in heat. Take heed of this content and learn how to use this type of content to build your own content to draw more people to you.
Yeah.
I just looked at the averages on Facebook. Somebody posted it too. Also, I saved the images, but pictures grab people's attention more on Facebook than videos or anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Memes are life right now. Memes is the ultimate look. And I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna take it just a step further because everybody should know this. Between memes and hashtagging is the best free content marketing on the planet right now.
Okay.
Hashtag marketing, especially on Twitter. And
Yep.
like if I like I'm about to retweet this session again. When I retweet this session again, I'm gonna hashtag it with entrepreneur, self-employed, this, that, and the third. Watch how many people start looking to even if they don't sign in, they're gonna come and look and see what is this dude talking about because it popped up in a hashtag with somebody else looking for the hashtag
Mhm.
entrepreneur.
Yeah.
On Instagram, I literally post pictures with I posted a picture the other day. I was at the office recording myself. It's a 15-second video. Oh man, I don't sleep ever. All I do is work. If it's not marketing myself, I'm here in the office, fix a computer, spinning around in a chair like this. If I can screen share, I can show y'all that picture got is at 50 likes right now, just from hashtagging. Just from hashtagging. I just went from in the last month. I just went from 900 and probably like 60 followers on Instagram to I'm almost to 700 followers right now, just from hashtagging. Just from hashtagging.
Wow.
Most of the people who follow me are entrepreneurs. Want to know what type of system I work with. Seeing if it can
Mhm.
work for them. Or hey, maybe you can learn how to use my system and I can learn how to use yours. We can incorporate ourselves with each other.
Yeah.
I get people messaging me every day on Instagram. Hey man, I love your profile. These are the people when they say they love your profile, you direct message them and see what else they're trying to do.
Yeah.
What type of system they mess with now, and how is the marketing aspect for that system. If they feel it could be better, you introduce them to everything else that you're doing.
Yeah.
See, you got the pencil, man. You should be taking notes, man. Take notes. Look. I take notes when I'm talking myself sometimes, just so I can catch up to it. Because
Yeah.
sometimes I say something that I know and think about it later, like, yo, I haven't applied that myself yet, but
Mhm.
I know about it. So I write it down and remind myself, hey, I need to make sure that I do this. This is gonna broaden up something else different.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna send you some links, man, Johnson.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
gonna send you some links to Spark and to the first biz. I'm gonna send you first. I'm gonna send you a link from my website.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you take a look at the website, see if you like it. I'm about to send it. Matter of fact, I can just type it out because I know it like the back of my hand. And I'm gonna send you a link to the first biz steps on Facebook. My name is Carleon Jones on Facebook too. It just ain't got the apostrophe in it on Facebook. I'm gonna send you a link to my Facebook page too. I'll send you all that stuff. You ain't gotta worry about searching. We gonna make
Carleon
it simple for
Jones.
you, man. Because look, that's what our system is all about: simplifying your marketing strategy for everyone.
Mhm.
If you got a simplified marketing strategy and you can make the money that the guru's making, that make everything a whole lot better. Especially,
And don't think.
yeah, and especially a lot of people just now really starting to understand technology for real. Like
Yeah.
I've been teaching my mom this stuff too. My mom sews. That's my blog site. I'm about to copy the link for the Facebook page now. Oh man, I still haven't posted this post yet.
Global Work Networks.
Yep, Global Wealth Networks. I just added a post on there a couple minutes ago. Well, like an hour. I'm talking about a couple minutes ago. It's been like 2 hours now.
Okay. Yes, I can see that. Build a business with your current skills. Take ownership of these tools now.
And this is the first Biz Steps group. I just sent you the link to that too right now.
Okay, this is the Facebook group.
Yeah,
Mhm.
this is the Facebook group. This is where anybody who hasn't, majority of these people in this group haven't taken ownership of Spark yet, but it's a step. Like even the people who've already taken ownership of Spark is in this group already too. But it's a step towards people who are trying to broaden their online presence for their marketing strategy.
Okay.
You get to learn about content and all that. Like just for if you would have been a part of this yesterday, you could have joined the Google Hangout session yesterday. he actually invited everybody who wanted to learn about using Spark. He invited everybody from First Biz Steps yesterday to the class, and
Okay.
like he recorded it too. But not every week he don't record. So sometimes he don't record it to make examples for people who don't show up. So
Yep.
if you want to get these tools, I mean, especially like if you take ownership of Spark, you have to join these classes.
Yeah.
They're free. How can you not join a free session about learning how to maximize your online market?
Because anywhere else, these classes that he's teaching, he
Exactly.
can easily, I mean, easily charge you anywhere from $250 to almost $500 per class,
Exactly.
That's true.
And there's gurus
and
out
you
here
get
doing it.
this free.
There's gurus out here doing it. Literally.
Mm-hmm.
There's gurus definitely out here doing it. Believe me, I've seen it firsthand. There's definitely gurus out here doing it. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. I'm networking. Yeah, I'm doing the hashtag thing right now for y'all, so y'all can see. I did entrepreneur, networking, 10 more characters. I can't do self-employed. That's 10 characters. I'm pick marketing.
Do you help people set up systems?
Huh?
Do you offer done for you services?
Do I
Done for,
offer?
do you offer done for you services that you help people build their systems for a fee?
Yeah, I offer that too. Yeah, I was just telling him I do that too. I posted on Craigslist and everything. I just don't. I had to search for my link for Craigslist, but I just basically I advertise that stuff on Facebook too, though. I
Okay.
advertise it on Facebook and on Twitter. Because I do web design, so if anybody needs help building their website, $200, man, I help build websites. But I don't. If you take ownership of Spark, this is the discount that I'm pitting out here now. Look. Marvetta Hollins just joined. Hello, Marvetta. How you doing? I'm gonna even announce you in the comments. I appreciate you for coming.
Mavela.
If you want to, you can come take a seat. You're more than welcome to come and take a seat. We have one more seat open. More than welcome. More than welcome.
Jump
And
in.
jump on in and tell us what you're trying to learn about fixing your finances. Whatever you want to do to learn how to fix your finances, or if you're trying to excel your finances, come and join in and let us hear what you got to say. And I also, if you join in, I can follow you back on Twitter. She left. Okay, that's fine. It's
Mm-hmm.
okay. You win some, you lose some. Everybody ain't trying to excel right now.
Mm-hmm.
But with the
Okay, she left.
huh?
She left.
Yeah, she left. It's okay. It's fine. She's not.
We're still around another day. I'm not even worried about it. She'll come back
She'll
around.
come back around whenever she's really trying to learn about this. She
Mm-hmm.
look, boom, look. All I tag, look. How you doing, man? What's that? What's your
Abdul,
Abdul? Hey, Abdul, how you doing, man? I appreciate you for joining. Appreciate you for joining, man. If you look at the title of everything, it's called the Friday Night Financial Fix. We're talking about excelling and fixing your financial struggles. If you want to give some insight or some words about what we're all about right now, just so you don't have to keep typing, you can join in if you can, man. Video. There we go. Appreciate you.
there we go.
How you doing, Abdul? We can't hear you. Okay. Not yet. Can't hear you just yet. He's refreshing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, fellas. I don't mean to cut y'all short.
All right, James, man. Glad to see you though, man. Glad to see you.
Oh, this ain't the last. Trust me, we gonna bump heads again real soon. Trust me.
Definitely, definitely. Abdul, say something. See if we can hear you now.
Test, test.
Yes, we got
There
you.
we go.
Perfect,
Okay.
perfect, perfect.
How are you gentlemen doing?
Bless,
All right, yourself.
Pretty good, pretty good.
bless. James had to leave. I know he probably got to do work tomorrow. He's a bus driver also. So, but the topic of the night. Since this is my first Blab session also, but I'm gonna give you an introduction to what led up to this also. Uh, the Friday night financial fix. I got this ideology from, I'm still just getting over the age of party, kick it. And one night I was out kicking it and I started realizing that, I was spending too much money, having fun. Next day, I ain't got the money to do what I need to do the next day. So I start budgeting myself and looking through my finances and put the money aside of what I needed for what everything else I needed. And this is all what I have now to go kick it. So I don't have everything with me. I stopped using the card and everything. But eventually I built up to learning how to use this same strategy in business. Now, I was just telling Danton, he just joined in not too long ago also. I've been doing information technology, working in the networking and the computer field for about 10 and a half years. And I've been doing network marketing for about 2.5. And I've learned to build off of a lot of different platforms. Now, where I'm to the point now to where I have learned how to take one piece of great real estate and use that one piece of great online real estate to direct traffic to everything else that I learned how to make money off of online. Now, the financial division thing, we're going to start that first with financial division. I learned how to basically set up different financial institutes to divide finances between paying for certain things. That way, one account is not just paying for everything and you're endangering yourself to overdrafts and other things like that. Um, I learned how to like start paying like light, gas, cable, everything like that, cell phone bills off of prepaid cards. Now, the benefit of using these prepaid cards also is they can't overdraft you. And for two, what a lot of people don't know is with these prepaid cards is you can make money off of referring other people to these same cards, which helps you build up finances off of it also. To where now, if you refer, say your cell phone bill $100 with Rush Card, every person that I refer, they get $20 for me referring them, and I get $20 for referring them. If I refer 5 people, that's my phone bill every month. If I refer 5 people every month, that's my phone bill. Then I have the Cascade card. Say if I take that money from that Rush card and forward it over to my Cascade card, use the Cascade card to pay my phone bill, and I'm referred, say 3 people to this Cascade card. Those 3 people refer 3 people to that Cascade card. If I'm spending at least $350 every month off of this Cascade card to pay my bills, and those 3 people who I refer all do the same thing, just like I'm doing, at the end of every month, I'm getting back $324 just off of that card and some change. So now I'm making money off of the money that I'm spending. If you use this Cascade card, say, to pay for your marketing strategy, everyone knows about Facebook marketing,
Yeah.
Twitter marketing, Instagram marketing, Google ads. If you use your crowdfunding card, say you're spending at least $150 a month just in marketing, and you use the same card to pay your phone bill, that's 250. Light bill $100. You just spent $350 just off this Cascade card, and you probably done left some money on there. Also, any other thing, and you can get any direct deposit to this Cascade card. Also, you can get any direct deposit to Rush card. Any prepaid card you have, if you find anything to where you get direct deposited money, you can direct deposit this money to any card on top of that. So you're building finances on top of money being wired directly in, and you're building money off of what you spend, and you're building money off of the people who you incorporate and teach them about these same systems.
Mm.
The next thing on top of the pre-build dividing the finances is learning the proper systems online to market yourself. I learned from basically researching and actually investing my time and my money into other systems that the best way to build your market online is to find a system to fit within your budget that's going to help you advertise everything that you learn about building money online. That's not going to be a hassle. I was just telling him the system that I learned to use to funnel all of this, and it's called the top of the pyramid of your sales funnel, is a system called Spark, which is offered to me by a system called Global Wealth Network System. And your camera went out. Oh, he left. Okay. Oh, all right.
Maybe it's internet connection.
Yeah, he had technical difficulties. We'll get him back. Hopefully he can still hear me. I know he can still hear me. But Spark, you basically, it's not pitting you in a box to where you have to only advertise just the system, but it's giving you an opportunity to use a system that you can make money off of the system.
Yeah.
And on top of that, you can use that same system to advertise everything else that you learn to do in increment.
Okay.
Is giving you, like I just showed you the link, if you want to, Abdul, a link to my blog site that I'm talking about, which is, and the best thing about it is this is your own personal online real estate.
Mm-hmm.
Global Wealth Network System, yeah, Global Wealth Network System is part of your site, but you can funnel everything to the system. $25 a month for a system that would normally cost you, if you tried to do this yourself, say if you went to WordPress.com right now and tried to set up a website with all three of these plugins that come with the system, it's going to cost you an average of $250 a month, maybe more. Because a lot of people try to add extra stuff and don't research the plugins and end up spending more money for certain plugins, because all plugins, even though they give them to you for free, if you want the type of exposure that you're getting off of the plugins from this system, they're going to cost you different prices, sometimes more. But this site actually offers you, you have a email responder, which you can also help to build leads off of, but it automatically responds to all your emails. To anybody who clicks on and registers, give you their email address, it automatically emails them whatever you set up in the system. You have the SEO processor, which is for search engine optimization, and that's for people searching for you on Yahoo, Bing, Google, anything. That's basically free advertisement straight through this one plugin. And you also, to help you learn how to build your pages, is say you want to learn how to build lead capture pages, you want to learn how to build lead capture pages, sales capture pages, or you broadcasting a video that you just did for yourself and you trying to give it to people to download, you have a plugin that's going to show you how to set these type of pages up, and it simplifies it for you. Not only that, but taking ownership of Spark, you incorporate yourself, and I put a link with for one of the groups also, but you incorporate yourself with other entrepreneurs who've been doing this for a long time, and they're giving you this training for free just because you own Spark. Any other system like Empowerment Network, and I don't like to talk down about systems because Empowerment Network is a very good system, it's just too much for a training. Instead of you paying for training, you're getting your training for free. Just yesterday, we had a class session for people who own Spark on learning programs that you can download for free to help broadcast, to help build up and better your content. Okay, we have Scott Bland just came in. Hello, Scott. How you doing? Appreciate you for joining us. Yeah, I see you joined the session, so you must want to know about fixing your finances. If you would like to come and take a seat and give us your ideology of what's going on with your financial struggle, you can definitely take a seat. Definitely willing to have you. But Abdul, before I go any further, man, I want to get to learn a little bit more about you, man. I got to learn about Dante, man. This guy is beautiful, man. If you go down and click on the arrow, you guys follow each other. I just follow both of you guys. You can follow me back also. But I want to learn a little bit about you and see what's your ideology of getting yourself into network marketing if you're not already in network marketing.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you perfectly fine.
Okay. Yeah, I was in the international business space for a while, and now I'm out of that. Mostly Southern Asia. And my philosophy of finance is more of a, and I'm past that phase now, but it's more of a Dave Ramsey method as far as building a strong foundation, you know, and that's basically his method for those who may not know. It's basically no credit cards, building a strong foundation with an emergency fund of 12 months or more, maxing out if you have a job, your 401k. If you don't have a job, 403b, Roth IRA. If you have kids, you know, basically making sure that your kids have a college fund started and pay off your home. Basically, it's in a sense, it's a debt-free lifestyle. Okay. Living life with no debt and building wealth. And that's kind of the philosophy I follow. I don't believe in debt. I used to be a big Kiyosaki fan, Robert Kiyosaki. You know, he uses debt to get houses with real estate, and a lot of people are successful in that.
Yes.
I'm more of the philosophy of investing in what you know as far as a business and putting all my chips in that area. So that's kind of where I'm at in a nutshell when it comes to finance.
Okay. Now, what is your aspect on building a business off of the knowledge that you already know?
Well, I have a book out called How to Find Your Passion Now. And I'm a big fan of finding out what you love in life, because once you find something you love, I won't say it's no longer work, but you tend to put more hours in it. And when you put more hours in something you love, you can reach mastery.
Yes.
If there is a such thing as mastery.
No, there's
right.
No such thing as
but the thing is that when you hate what you do, which a lot of people do when they go to jobs and things like that, they tend to look at the clock and it's like, oh, it's 4:30. You don't put your all into it.
Exactly.
You know, you just kind of, you know, get this lackluster approach. This is lackluster approach towards something. So I tend myself figure out what is it I want to do, and then I help others find what they want to do and move in that direction, kind of thing.
Beautiful, man. This whole network marketing system and the whole is everything you just said.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to take everything that you know and instill that into network marketing. Broaden your online presence. You just have to find the proper tools, incorporate yourself with the right people, because there's a lot of people who need to hear your message, man.
Yeah.
You basically taught me something. Did you just learn something from that? I'm learning things right now, not just giving knowledge. That's the whole of these type of sessions right here, is not to just give out information, but to learn information from other people. And learning how to apply that to everything that you're doing right now. Like everything you're doing with this book and everything, how's you learn publishing, you learn how to incorporate yourself with people and what people need to know from yourself. That's what gave you your ideology of writing this book at first. If you reach out to people and through online, you have a bigger audience, you reach more people in the world. Like, where are you right now in the world?
I live in South Dakota right now.
You're in South Dakota. Where are you at, Downton?
I'm in Alberta, Canada.
Canada.
Oh, Canada. I love Canada.
I am in Northeast Atlanta, Georgia.
I was gonna guess Atlanta.
Yeah, I'm in Norcross right now. I'm in Gwinnett County.
Okay.
So just see how we are all in different corners of North America, and we're incorporating ourselves with each other right now.
Yeah.
If you take the tools that I'm going to offer you guys and teach you about, you can broaden not just the people who you incorporate yourself with, but you can broaden the approach to what you're offering to people. All you have to do is assess a mission statement for your life and apply that to your online real estate and maximize it and get people. When it comes to network marketing, you don't get people to incorporate themselves with the systems that you have. You get people to incorporate themselves with you, because you don't want to just get people around you who want to buy stuff from you. When it comes to being a great entrepreneur and a great network marketer, you want people around you who want to broaden what they're doing already and want to swap ideas on how to maximize everyone's business and how to build a team of successful business owners. I was just telling, I don't know, Dante, I don't know if you heard it earlier, but like my whole life goal aspiration is, I started dibbling and dabbling with electronics when I was 19. So when I started learning network marketing, it taught me that I can use these tools, this knowledge, these gems that I've been getting from so many people to teach my kids and other kids how to not be employees, but to be employers, to be bosses, to be business owners, to be CEOs, to
Yeah.
build businesses for other people. Now I'm gonna say this right now, ain't too many people gonna see this. We black folk right now, and we especially in this country, and you in Canada also,
Mm-hmm.
in this lifestyle, in this world today,
Yeah.
need to definitely teach our people how to be business owners, how to be entrepreneurs, and how to invest into our own communities. The
Yeah.
best way to do that is take what you know and build a business off of it.
Yeah.
Be an inspiration, also an example for others, and show them how to do the same things that you are doing.
Yeah.
That's the best thing that you can do, not just for yourself, not just for your people, but for your children, for your future. That's your future.
Yeah.
That's our future. If we don't invest in our future, who else is? Who else is going to invest in our future if we don't? And with network marketing, you take your skill set already, you build your business off of your skill set, and you learn how to use these tools that you're using to build your broaden your online presence and make money off of the system also. That's creating you're creating your own retirement fund. A residual income never stops. Residual income, passive income, that's monthly, weekly, that never stops. That money consistently keeps coming
Yeah.
every month. Just like you paying for your system every month and they get money for you paying for your system every month, guess what? They get money. You get money also off of everybody else who you show how to use these same tools, get money off of it too. And the master plan of it all is you are drawing so much attention to everything else that you do. Everything. You have, when you own this online real estate, there is no chains, no shackles. There is nothing to stop you from advertising everything else that you do. I advertise my web designing to everybody through everything that I do. I advertise my computer repairs, my cell phone repairs to everybody that I come in contact with. This is these are things that people like they're pitting they're sheltering their skills. You can't sheltering your skills, you're not gonna make it's not even really about the money. Yeah, people want to make money to pay their bills, live a good life, to invest into their dreams. But the maximum benefit of it all is you get to share your gift with the world, with other people, and teach others how to. We all can build up our communities.
Yeah.
Period. If we don't start building up our communities, who are? Look at all the struggles we're going through right now, because we have no unity. We don't have anybody incorporating themselves together to build up our own businesses.
True.
That's in any skill you have. Like I was just talking to my cousin the other day. He works in, I think he's in North Dakota. He's working for the setting up gas pipelines and all that stuff. I was like, how much he's been doing it for about 3.5 years now. I was like, all the things that you learn from that job, you can take and build your own business doing something else for yourself instead of depending on that company paying you. Because eventually, at the end of the day, that pipeline gonna be done.
No.
They've been doing it for 3 years.
Yeah.
Eventually, they're gonna have cutbacks.
Yeah.
You need to start figuring out how to advertise yourself and build your own business.
Yeah.
The sooner you learn how to do that, the sooner you start investing into yourself, the better off you're gonna be. At the end of the day, retirement age right now is what, 67 years across the whole American government, like 67 years old. How many of us you think really gonna make it to 67 years old to enjoy that retirement money? You gotta think about that also. Everybody's not eating good to make it to 67 for one. What are you gonna do? What are your kids gonna do? Who's calling me? My mother's calling me, you guys. I have to take this call. You know, I can't turn it
at 11.
My mother loves
like,
hey mom.
It's like 12 there.
I'm on a session right now with a couple of guys talking about building up our own businesses, mom, and what we need to do to better our community. I'm definitely going to help you build up your business, mom. And I told you don't have to worry about anything. I got you. You just have to stop being afraid of social networks, and I can help you build up your business. Oh, Lord. I'm glad I ain't got you on speakerphone. Yes.
Okay. So how's it going out there? Is it Dotson or Dotton?
Yeah, Dotton.
Dotton. How's it going in Canada, man?
It's cold right now.
Oh, I bet it's cold here too.
I love you.
We have similar weather.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
In the Midwest.
All right.
You're in Alberta? Where you at?
Yeah, Alberta. Very close to Calgary.
Yeah, I've been to Calgary a couple of times. Close to Stampede time.
Yeah, Stampede time. That's true.
Yeah, Canada's a beautiful country. I like it.
I gotta make it to Canada, man. The only place I've ever been is on the other side of Niagara Falls, and I really don't even remember the whole trip because I was like 6 years old. That was 26 years ago. I really don't remember. I don't remember.
Ontario. That's in Ontario.
Yeah. I haven't. Yeah, I didn't see. Look, that just let you know how long it's been.
Carl, I don't mean to take up your blab. I just want to ask Dalton a few questions. I saw his credentials. I saw he's the MBA and then CPA. So, are you a financial advisor out there in Canada?
I'm more of a management consultant, even though I also deal with financial matters. Essentially, from the aspect of business improvement, business process improvement, and using technology. I have a background in IT. So it's more about improving business performance and helping develop strategies, developing business models. So what I'm trying to do now for entrepreneurs is to, as part of my mission, is to help them start up their dream businesses that is aligned to their passion. That's what I'm trying to help. That's what I'm trying to help entrepreneurs with, which is the reason why I've partnered with John Maxwell for the coaching thing. So I can help coach upcoming entrepreneurs for them to start up their dream businesses that is aligned to their passion in life.
Good stuff. I like that. I didn't mean to take it over, Carl. I just wanted to ask him that question. I didn't really get
That's
into
the whole purpose of these Blab sessions, man. That's the whole purpose of me telling people you can take seats, man, because you guys might know something that I don't know. I just started this Blab session just because off of my life experiences, I feel like I should share my life experiences with people just to see if they can gain something from it and apply it to what they're already doing to maximize their business. Period. That's the whole purpose of these Blab sessions. This is the actual first one, and I'm going to start doing these every Friday. Every Friday, I'm going to start doing this, and I'm going to start sending out invites every Friday. And I post these events also on Facebook, also, and through my fan pages and everything like that too, and my personal page, and and Instagram and everything like that. But
Cool.
before I leave, just before we end this, I've been doing this since 10 o'clock, but I don't know you guys if I can stay up all night and do this. I definitely can. Like I definitely can stay up all night and do this because this is what I built and manifested into a perfect life setting for myself. But marketing yourself and anything that you do will not just instill maximum success into your business, but it can also guarantee a better and bigger audience for your attributes or whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
If you are learning about or haven't started learning about all the different online marketing strategies, the benefit of not getting caught up, like I was telling James earlier, like a lot of people instead of paying for ads on Facebook, they use groups and things like that. Like I use the groups myself personally, also still too. But what I learned this before, and I try not to do it. But if you excessively post on too many groups, you make too many posts within one day because any group on Facebook that has anything about working at home, entrepreneurship, self-employed, uh, business development, online marketing, network marketing, MLM. I'm in almost every group. I'm in over 100 some odd groups that has to do with working from home. And if you market too much, you will end up basically getting blocked from posting on these groups for certain days. Like I'm gonna be honest, right now I can't make any posts in any groups because I was advertising this Blab session and the post that I posted on my website about it, I posted it in everything that I could about the event, and I wasn't paying attention to the algorithms of my averages because I know how many posts it takes for them to block you and how much time. Because if you post more than 100 times within an hour, once you get to like 101, like 102, they're going to stop you from being able to post for at least 72 hours. Like right now, I can't make another post until 4:46 a.m. in the morning.
Now, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Now, do you find that the groups are more beneficial for you as posting, or do you see that maybe targeting your demographic with Facebook ads would be a better option?
Ads are a better option because there's really no limitations to the ads because whatever you paying for your ads, that's how much your ad is going to get broadcast. Say like you pay $1 a day for your ad, that dollar a day can reach up to an audience of 1,200 people consistently. To like a lot of these groups do got like 3,000, 4,000, maybe 10,000 people in these groups, but if you excessively post too much, and then you got to think about it too, if it's 3,000, 4,000, 10,000 people in these groups, think about how many people out of that number is posting it. When it comes to the Google ad, I mean the Facebook ad and the Twitter ad, you're still going to reach probably the same audience of amount of people without the distraction of being blocked from making that post because and on top of that, it's on autopilot. You pay for Facebook to post that for you consistently. Just like when you go on Facebook and you scrolling down your timeline and you see ITT technology. Do you want to learn this about come to our school, learn about computer programming? Did it is that and the third. That's a paid ad. They don't have to consistently keep going online and posting it. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with promoting ads, channels, or websites, but organic growth is better. Organic growth is better. Hey man, Eddie man, is the seat open, man? You can definitely come in and take a seat if you want to, man. You don't have to keep typing, man. You can speak these words. We can hear your voice. We can get to know each other. That's the benefit of networking with people through these Blab sessions, man. Like I just met both of these guys tonight. Beautiful men, and I'm gaining a lot here, just like giving out. But another thing that I learned to maximize off of Facebook ads that's even more impressive that I just like figured out going through all the settings and everything.
Mhm.
You can take those same ads that you paying for on Facebook, go into your settings, and connect your Instagram to your Facebook fan page. And every time they post those ads on Facebook, guess what? They're gonna post those same ads on Instagram for that same
Mhm.
dollar a day that you're paying for that ad on Facebook.
Yeah.
Twitter. When it comes to marketing on Twitter, I started using a program called Tweet Boss. And
Mm.
if you pay for straight through Twitter, Twitter's going to charge you just like Facebook. You can pay $1 a day, $2 a day for how many ads you want to post. But Tweet Boss, the sweet thing about Tweet Boss is
Mhm.
you pay one payment. Like say you only managing your account. The the minimum pros because they have different ones for personal, small business, and enterprise. If you pick the personal one, you can still add up. You can still advertise for three different Twitter accounts off of the personal one. You're gonna pay,
Mhm.
I think it's $47. One time fee of $47. You own this program. The only thing is though, you have to have it connected to the computer that you can have it consistently running posts for you as often as you want to. It's gonna consistently keep running posts for you, however you set the system up, for as long as you have the computer on.
Mhm.
And it's gonna automatically make posts for you. It's gonna automatically follow people who fit in the bracket of like say you set it to say you want to jump into
Marketing.
you want to follow everybody who has to do with marketing or just entrepreneurship or self-employed or information technology. These are the people that you want to follow to get them to follow you back. You can set this program up to automatically follow these people, and if they don't follow you back, they don't follow you back within 2 days, and they don't follow you back. If they don't follow you back in those 2 days, this program you can set it to automatically unfollow these people.
That's good.
Not following too many people that you don't want to follow.
Hmm.
Then also you can you're making posts to multiple accounts, set at a time, automatic tweets, and you don't have to do anything else. Just set it up, connect it to these accounts, set it up, and it automatically runs for you. As long as your computer is on and running, you are, your Twitter's on autopilot.
Yeah,
You
I haven't tried Twitter advertising a lot yet.
Nah, it's the same price. It's the same setup system as Facebook ads. You just, I mean, do you want to pay consistently $30 every month for Twitter ads too, just like you paying for Facebook ads? Tweet Boss is not the only program that I found like that. It's another program called Hummingbird. Um,
Mhm.
it's a company called Falcon Social Media where they have a system set up to where you can pay them. I think it's $100 a month, and they advertise for you on every social media aspect. Anything that
Mhm.
you have an account in, any social media that you have an account on, you can go to Falcon Social and they can connect. You can set up an account to set up all of your social media aspects and
Mhm.
advertise all these links straight to it. Is all
Mm.
traffic good traffic? No, it's not. All traffic is not good traffic. The traffic is it all okay. I'm gonna put it to you like this: you have traffic that's going to bring people who incorporate with you. You're going to bring traffic to you for people who are going to buy things from you, and you're going to have traffic coming to you from people who are just going to look at what you're offering and probably not going to like it or not even going to comment or anything. But if you look at like with the ads that you or the posts that you post on your fan pages on Facebook, if people look at how many people you reach with that, that's going to give them the idea of, hey, he reached 185 people and with this post, and he just posted this like 2.5 hours ago. I want to see what this post is about. Why are so many people engaging with this post? Why are so many people looking at this post? That's going to give people uh, that they're going to dig deeper into it and maybe incorporate themselves with you. Now, what I also learned with Facebook algorithms is if you get people, the more people who comment and like on your post, it boosts your ad. It boosts your post on or your presence of your post on people who like your page or people who don't like your page if you have paid ads. It boosts how many people are going to see it because so many people have commented on it. That's why when you keep seeing those posts from colleges, from superstars about them coming to town and everything, that's because so many people commented on it. That's because so many people liked it. It's not just the fact that they're paying for an ad, it's the fact that so many people want to know about this and what it is, and they're going to try to dig deeper. That's the logistics of balancing your online market. But like I stated first, you have to set up your own real estate and on top of it because you never know Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, these things could crash. Now, when you have your own personal blog site, even if the system crashed, guess what? You're paying for the system. They have to have a backup for you. All of your stuff is backed up. And me personally, since I know web design, I back my own stuff up. No matter what website I have, all of my websites, I back up. They give it to you in an XML file. And I can take that and, okay, you lost everything. Guess what? Look what I kept. My XML file. You got the system back up? I can just upload this back on there, get everything back running again. Period. Or on top of it, like I'm in the process of like I have a server that I've been dying to and I want to use it for for web hosting because I've learned PHP and everything. And I'm in the process of soon eventually hosting my own websites. Now, hosting other people's websites is how important is an email list? An email list, extremely important. An email list is extremely important. Very, very important because your email list becomes your fan base. Your email list becomes people who can potentially do business with you.
Yeah.
That's the logistics of it. Your email list is very important. Very, very important. That's
I
why
use Aweber for my email
Aweber.
list.
I use
Yeah.
Aweber. I used that for a long, long time. But the like I used Aweber on my first blog site that I have for my technology consultant website. But then I realized that I had a free uh, list builder, so I stopped using Aweber
Mm.
because you know what Aweber you paying for it every month. And
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know when I was using it was $19.99 a month just to use it, and I wasn't really building a list. People were signing up to my contact list on my blog site more than they were signing into the list that I had set up for through Aweber. So I was like, hey, save this 19.99. But on the blog site that I have now, it's a plugin called Mailchimp, where
Mhm.
you can also set up your auto response. Just like on Aweber, you can set up your email to auto respond to people. When people register into it, you have a message like I have an image in it. I have a basically like a picture of me.
Mhm.
Thank you for incorporating yourself with me. What do you want to learn? from me about building up or excelling your business online.
Mhm.
And
I'm sorry.
oh, and basically that starts off to people wanting to know what can I do to help them broaden their business. Now they're intrigued also, and they're gonna reply to the email me back, and I also with Mailchimp can set up what is called campaigns, to where like if you sign up for this list, you gonna get the auto response email, and then I can take and pitch you into a list of certain people who are trying to learn something from me. And once I come up with another idea about the same topic, I can make this email and send it to everyone in that list at one time instead of having to send it to each individual person. Now with MailChimp, you get up to a list of 2,500 people for free. If you want to excel that list, and that's with any list you set up. And
Yeah,
the
that's true.
MailChimp, you can set up unlimited amount of lists. Each list
Mhm.
can hold up to 2,500 people. So just imagine if you got five different lead captures on your website, and all five of these get up to 2,500 people, you just maxed out on five. What? That's what, five lists of 2,500, bro. That's 15,000 people. If not, no, that's more than 15,000. That's 25,000 people. That's 25,000 people almost. No, see, man, you supposed to correct me, man. You the money management, Dante. Money management, man. We here to learn from each other.
2,500 times. Did you say 6 lists?
If you got five lists and it's 2,500 people in each list,
That's 12,500.
12,500. Yeah.
12,500. See, that's half of 25,000. You supposed to correct me, man. You just sitting there. Come on, Dante, man. We together, man. We in this together. We gotta better the people, man. If we don't
Yeah.
start ourselves, how we gonna better the people around us?
One thing I've learned when, because you definitely have to talk to the right demographic when you're talking to your email list, is surveys.
Survey.
Um,
Yeah.
so if they go through the survey and you ask them certain questions, then you know if you're talking to a person that's wants to start a business or a person that's just say, hey, I'm content in my job. I just want to get more education and do something. That way, you're not targeting
The
the
wrong,
the
the wrong
wrong
set of.
person. Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
the wrong person.
That's very important. The survey thing I
Yeah.
found.
Exactly.
If you want to get results from your campaigns, you start off with a survey,
Mm.
then build that information over time. Then you can then segment your list based on the response from the survey, because you can begin to see how what the interests are within your list, right? And then segment them according to the interest, and then now develop the right kind of products that
Yes.
targets the interest of each of the segments within your list.
Exactly.
Then you get better response.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
Because you could be just emailing your list and they're not even interested in your
Yeah, they're
offer.
not interested. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why with MailChimp, the beneficial thing is you might have to do a little bit of documentation yourself. Don't and still, because you can actually delete people from off of the list also. So
Mhm.
like the people who get your original response, if they reply back to you and send you an email or ask you more questions about it, those are the people who you keep in the list. You just got to learn how to write this stuff down. It's part of your mission statement. Write these people down, go through your list of everybody who subscribed, and you start checking them off of the list. Send out your campaign and give them the information that they asked you for. Because for every list that you have, the people who bite onto that hook and trying to find out more about it, they're all going to want to know the same thing. You can set them up and send them all into that one campaign and exclude everybody else from that list. Don't even bother with talking to them about that. You can set up a different campaign just to ask them, like, hey, I see you originally signed up. What about this offer do you like? You can set that up as a different campaign just for those people who didn't reply. Because something caught the intention just for them to give you your information. just for them to put their name and their email address, something about that offer caught their attention. They just didn't want to reply to the extra email.
Yeah.
Don't throw them on a back burner. Ask them what about the original ad or the original offer caught their interest. They're gonna tell you. When you go off of that, maybe you might have to work with these people individually outside of the campaign. But you want to make sure that you give everybody who takes interest into whatever you're offering, give them what they really, really want from you. Sometimes that goes with, like I said, going out of the campaign and just making those people into individual projects. Sometimes that works too. I learned that works for me also too, because I do a lot of face-to-face talking with people also, and that works for me too. I pass out business cards, everything. For everything that I do, I incorporate people with me on that. He said, I got lost. All right, Eddie, man, we can. I'm recording this also, Eddie. So if you follow me on Twitter, and I'm also gonna post a link for me on Facebook. From hello, that was yeah. I hit the wrong button, y'all. But like I was saying, Eddie, I'm gonna post a link for my Facebook page. If you follow me, come on, jump on, man. Oh, you're acting to jump on. Yeah, he need to jump on. You got a lot of good questions, man. You gotta. It's easier for you to ask these questions if you're sitting in the seat, and that way we all get a feel of where we're all coming from and our all of our expertise. I like to pick y'all brains. That's good too. That's good too, man. That's beautiful too. That's the whole point of this session, man. Hopefully you taking notes and your questions. Believe me, your questions. I'm taking notes on all your questions too. That's beautiful. But I'm gonna give you my Facebook information. Anything that you missed out from this session, I can send it to you and get you right on up to speed with everything that we had going on here tonight, man. And actually, like I hope you prepared for it because I started this session at like 10 o'clock, and this is maximum entrepreneurial masterminding right here, bro.
Wow, wow, you've been on for a long time.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And look,
Now,
mind y'all, also I went and worked at that nonprofit organization today too. Also,
wow, that's a good night, man. You sleep good.
don't stop for me, man. It don't stop for me, man. I like to keep myself busy,
Mhm.
keep the juices flowing. You know what I'm saying?
can, can I ask you something, Mr. Jones?
Huh?
Can I ask you a question?
Me?
Yes.
Yes. I'm all open for questions, man.
Now, I've been kind of quiet, and I want to ask. I'm a passion guy, and what I mean by that is, I believe everybody has that unique thing about them,
Exactly.
right? So my question to you is, what is your unique thing?
My what?
Unique thing.
My nick thing.
Your unique thing. Like, what is it about you?
My
Where is your edge?
my great edge is sharing technology with people, showing people how to use technology to maximize whatever they're trying to do in their life, to inspire people to do more for themselves than depending on others to do for them. That's my niche. That's what I love to do. I love to talk to people about bettering themselves. And the best time to learn how to do this is when you're in a process of trying to better yourself.
Mm.
I'm in a
Now,
process of bettering myself.
okay, okay. Now let me ask you another question.
Okay.
What was Michael Jordan's thing?
Was Michael Jordan's thing?
Mm.
From my knowledge, Michael Jordan thing was the feel and the love of the game,
Basketball,
basketball.
which opened more doors for him
It
in
opened
other areas.
more doors for him.
Okay.
He owns his shoes now. Nike has nothing to do with his shoes now, and it's been like that for a few years now, which a lot of people
Mm.
don't know. Um,
Mm.
he has different like I what Jordan has how many companies now? I know he has. When last time I went to Chicago, he had like 4 stores in Chicago. The last time I was there,
Oh, I'm sure.
it's probably more now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, you've read? Hey, come on, man, Eddie, man, you got to share this knowledge. I have not even read Michael Jordan's book, man. I haven't read that.
I didn't know he had a book.
I didn't even know he had a book either. That just yes, that too. I don't even know this knowledge of him having a book. I didn't know he had a book. We need to pick your brain too. What do you know about Jordan? Come on. You read the book?
Oh, somebody else read the book.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm gonna have to look that up, man. It was written by Roland Lazenby. Lazenby.
Okay.
Okay.
So, Mr. Jones, continuing on, you said you like to help people with technology. So when we describe Michael Jordan, you said it right away, basketball. So can I get you to break that down just a little bit more?
Break it down a little bit
into one thing. If I was a genie and I said, look, you only had one choice to pick something for the rest of your life, what would that be?
Giving my message to the world.
As a speaker?
As a speaker, motivator.
Les Brown?
Les Brown.
You never heard of Les Brown?
No, I haven't. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what we're weird. That's what we're weird, man.
Yeah, okay.
We learn from each other.
That's true. You're right. My bad.
Les Brown is a legend. Okay, please.
Ooh.
Eddie.
Yeah.
Bro, Eddie. I'm reading your comments, man. And you say Les Brown is a legend. So you know about Les Brown too. Dante, you know about Les Brown?
Yes.
Yeah, Les Brown. He's a legend. He's about 70 now.
Yeah, he's 70.
Please.
Yeah.
I am 31 and he is the king of motivation.
Yeah, he's the king.
I think I came across one of his YouTube channels.
Probably so. Yeah.
Somebody was just talking to me about this the other day. If I'm not mistaken, on Thanksgiving, I think I was talking to somebody about him, but I didn't remember the name. Les Brown. That's beautiful. I'm gonna have to look into him. I'm gonna have to go on YouTube tonight because I ain't going to sleep, and I got to be back to work tomorrow too. I'm my blood. I'm so.
You've got greatness in you.
Telling you, man.
That's
yes.
You're not gonna make it anything that you do. If you don't have a fire up under your bottom that's keeping you going, you're not gonna do it, man. That's what I mean. You have to realize that one thing I posted on my blog site, on one of my pages, is you have to figure out, for you to find success, you have to figure out what's your key to success. When you figure out that you and the things that you manifest into your life is your key to success, you gonna find your success. You're gonna find your maximum success. And then once you find that all these things within you that you can use to maximize your success, you have to get that offering from yourself to a broader audience to maximize your success rate.
This is true.
That's all it takes, man. Literally, man. Like I'm building right now. I'm in building process right now.
We all are.
The people who I reach the maximum, like literally in 1 year, I just went from I just looked on my Facebook page and I realized that I have over 3,000 friends on Facebook. And I was like, wow. Like, I remember when I would send people friend requests and they would decline. I got people sending me Facebook friend requests every day now. Just because I'm posting about my fan page on different groups, posting about it on Twitter, telling people I got the entrepreneurial mindset. Incorporate yourself with like-minded entrepreneurs, you can make something of yourself. People are like, hey, bro, what do you know that I don't know? I even got people contacting me who make way more money than I do. And I've learned a lot from them, but they've been looking at me like, bro, if I'd have just did that and added what you're talking about right now to my business 10 years ago, I would be a millionaire already. I was like, bro, I need to learn something from you because you already making such and such amount of money. I need to learn something from you. What are you doing that I ain't doing? Because I'm building.
Yeah.
But I'm reaching so many people. I have so many people now who just want to know what I know or want to teach me something to help broaden all of our aspects. And like when I originally started though, like for real, when you ask me like what's my niche, is get my word out there. Now my passion is to teach more people how to be business owners and entrepreneurs, man. Stop. And it comes from, you know, my generation, and I know other generations also. All they teach is in school from elementary, middle school, high school, college, is how to be the best employee. Right now, I want to start reaching out. Like I started with my kids, and now with my nieces and my nephews, how we can take the things that we learn in life and create our own businesses. Having an idea for the business and how to build the business is one thing. How to reach a broader audience and get more people to latch on to what you're offering to them, you have to learn maximum marketing strategies, not just average marketing strategies, maximum marketing strategies. Purpose and anecdotal, in my opinion. Yeah, that's that's okay. That's fine. But
Eddie, do you want to jump in?
I mean, yeah, that's
Eddie, when I jump in, I don't know
Eddie,
what's going
man.
on.
Carl, I was saying you should be able to. You are the host. You should be able to drag and drop him into the seat.
know.
I tried that already.
Try to drag and drop him.
Come on, Eddie, man. Eddie, man. You're the comments that you're saying, man. You have things that we don't have, man. The whole purpose of this session is for us to pick each other's brains, not just for you to pick our brains. You got things that we need to be picking out of you also.
Yeah.
Share that knowledge. What's the point of having all this stuff and not giving it out to the world, man? Passion.
Oh, he's still typing.
When it comes to success, in my opinion. I mean, passion, passion does defeat purpose. Because if you're not passionate about it, the whole purpose of the idea is not going to go nowhere.
Well, the thing is, too, is that, you know, passion basically, when someone gets tired of something, you know, passion keeps you going.
Yeah.
You know, like if you're tired, you know, like when I wake up in the morning, I only have one thing in my mind, and that's my business.
Exactly.
You know, and it's no days off. It's 7 days a week, you know, and if I know I'm going on vacation or something and the wife, you know, wants to spend some time, I'll just wake up early before everybody else is up and work on it and then spend the time, you know. But that's just, you know.
I mean, that's you passionate about what you do.
Yeah.
You have a purpose already, but having that purpose is one thing. Like he was just saying, if you're not passionate about that purpose, you're not going to manifest anything out of that purpose. It's just a purpose that you hold on to that you're not doing nothing with, because the drive of pitting it out to the world and presenting it to people is your passion. It's your drive, your motivation to getting it done. That's all passion right there. All passion. Just having a purpose is one thing.
Yeah.
Being passionate about that purpose, getting it out to people, is the most maximum benefit of having that purpose.
But I would say Dotson's passion is finance, because I see a strong financial
man.
Background.
I'm looking at the books you got back there, Dotton, man. You are very knowledgeable.
Probably maybe financial freedom. That's my passion. More than just finance, right? Because finance without purpose is meaningless, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But when it's tied to a higher purpose, then you actually get your freedom, because then it doesn't master you. And then you can use your precious time, which is your life, to pursue your purpose. Because the finance in itself is just one of the resources that has been provided for you to fulfill your purpose here on earth.
Yeah, I agree. You know,
And not the other way around, where people get locked up into the 9 to 5 rat race thing, thinking that life is about finance. You know,
I have this formula. It's basically S plus W equals R, and that is the situation plus what you do equals the result. So an example of that is if a person is given $400, let's say for a bonus at their job, one person takes the $400 and puts it in let's say a Roth IRA. The other person takes the $400 and they go out and they spend it on a town and they buy bottles at the bar or whatever. One person is broke, and the other person, their result is hopefully a better return on their money. Mm-hmm. So when you find that you're not at the place that you are, if you use that equation, you know, if some person is making $1 million in the same niche as you are, mm-hmm. the reason why they are is because in the equation S plus W, their W is different. What they're doing is much different, which is why they have a better result than you. Yeah. You know, and I've learned to measure that in every aspect. If I'm not making the type of money I want, I look at the equation and I find my answer. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's very, very great information right there, man. I hope everybody's listening. Abdul is dropping some very, very beautiful gems right now.
Yeah.
One who's trying to start their own.
If business. You don't like the results, check your actions. Well,
yeah, check your action. It's always with the action.
And one thing that I've learned: don't let failure stop you. Failure will drive you more. Every time that you start trying to do something, you fail, you quit. Guess what? If you quitting, somebody else is going to take that same idea that you had and maximize off of it. And when you find out about it, you're going to be sick to your stomach, literally nauseous. So don't quit on anything. Failure should drive you 110% more. Failure should definitely make you want to go more, because that's just a hiccup in the road. Flat out. A hiccup in the road. And you're going to what do you do when you get hiccups? You drink some water, right?
Yeah.
Add some more life to what you're doing. Engage with more people instead of just going off of the basics of how to do things. Research, learn what you did wrong and how other people probably using the same system that you're using.
Yeah.
And figure out how they're benefiting so much off of it.
Yeah.
I'm surprised at how many people that you find using the same system that you're using who's making a ton of money off of it, gaining tons of exposure off of it, and maximizing off of everything that you gave up. You giving up on something too is a waste of money and your time.
Yeah.
Why waste those two because of one failure?
Yeah. So someone once said that failure is just an event, and it only becomes failure when you quit trying. As long as you don't stop trying, it's not a failure. It's an opportunity for you to be better in what you're trying to do.
This is true. You know, the average millionaire failed 16 to 17 times before they actually made it. Mm-hmm. I think failure is only bad in corporate America, because if you fail at a job, this big ordeal, like, oh my gosh, like you're like this, you know, incompetent person that just can't figure things out. Where in the entrepreneur world, if they have the right mindset, they know that failure, all it is lack of information at that current time.
Yeah.
But if you get more information, you'll get past that so-called problem, or I guess you can call it, or whatever, you know.
So Thomas Edison, the inventor of electricity, right?
Yes.
Was fired from his job.
Yeah.
He was fired. He was fired from his job because he was on night shift. He purposely chose night shift so that he could use that period to work on his experiments. Mm-hmm. Right? And he was caught not doing what he was supposed to do at job something. and they explained that okay, he was trying to do this. So and they fired him.
Yeah.
Not only that, he tried 10,000 times. It was recorded at least 10,000 times before he discovered electricity.
And he has a famous quote about that. I can't recall it now, but he didn't call it failure. He just said there was 10,000 something. Do you remember the quote?
No.
It's not that I failed 10,000 times. He said something else. Maybe Eddie knows it.
It goes somewhere around the lines of I didn't fail 10,000 times. I learned how to improve 10,000 times.
Something like that, yeah.
I know,
And that's
actually
it, yeah.
just seen something. Somebody just posted that quote on Instagram not too long ago. That's the thing I like about the people who I follow on Instagram and the people who follow me back. I steal they post, they steal my posts. I mean, that's marketing and that's advertising, but sending out a motivational words. Just like Eddie posted, Walt Disney failed multiple times. He definitely did. My business partner in the computer repair service that I do down here in Atlanta, he also works at CNN. So like, he gave me this quote from Ted Turner not too long ago, and he talking about how many times he failed and how many people when he first brought up his idea of setting up the network, he got turned down over 150 times. When he figured out how to broaden this aspect and how to offer his business to people a little bit more, he instilled better content and offered them the content that he had to offer other than just the business idea. That content got him to where he is right now.
Yeah.
Right now, he's in a position of asking other people about the content that they have from people who work for him to get TV show ideas. The nonprofit organization I work for, we do recording videos. We just did 2 short films last year. And one of the TV short films that we did, we can turn it into a TV show. Ted Turner just asked about information. Guess what? He's probably at work right now. I know he's at work right now. And he's probably talking to him about the idea of this TV show. And we already came with the idea of what major actors and actresses can play these roles. That's content marketing. Now, putting that content out there is bringing more audience to this nonprofit organization.
Yeah.
Having the talent and the content, that's how you gonna maximize your online presence, man. But another thing I learned, and I learned this from a religious aspect, but it's very beneficial to business. For you to be a great leader, you first have to be an awesome follower.
Oh yeah.
If you don't know how to be the best follower that you can be, how you gonna expect to be a great leader? You didn't even know how to follow directions from people who were trying to teach you. But you expect people to learn from you. You have to learn how to. That's why everything that I'm talking to y'all about, just like everything that y'all talking to me about, we all learned this from learning it from other people, learning it from other businesses, learning it from different aspects of other people's lives. Now we can apply all of these things to business to maximize our business, our audiences for our business. Learning all these things teaches you how to build a broader audience for your business. Interacting with the right people, getting the right content out, staying passionate about what you're doing, never giving up.
Yeah, that's true. Well, you don't need, especially giving up is a bad thing because you don't know how close you are. That's the thing.
Bro.
And the problem a lot of people have when they first start out is they want it too fast.
Yeah.
And success doesn't work that way.
Patience,
Success
virtue.
is more about growing you first, and then you will get what you want. And people don't pay attention to that growth because they say things like, "Oh, well, I'm not making the money that I want. The business is not making money," and it's like, nah, it's not that. It just maybe you don't have the growth level yet. You haven't matured enough yet to attract what you want. So
Exactly.
that's a big thing, big thing.
Yeah.
Exactly, man. That's the whole point. Really, really understanding business, understanding marketing your business, and understanding yourself. One,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
you don't understand yourself, you don't learn yourself, you really don't know who you are. How are you going to present yourself to people to get people to do business with you? I mean,
Yeah.
it's that's lightweight a lose situation. You don't want to not know yourself when it comes to doing business. Like in
Mm.
interviews in IT, the main thing they ask you is, what do you have to offer us to this company with your experience? It's gonna be the same thing with network marketing when you're talking to people about what how you broaden your audience online. They're gonna be like, well, what are you offering me that's gonna benefit my business? Same thing I'm using. But they okay, what are you using? I don't know what you're using. That's when you explain it to them and see if it works for them. If it don't work for them, you help them. Like me personally, I like to help people figure out all the different types of ways. Like if you're not the type of person, like I know a lot of people who contact me, they want to make money online, but they don't want to get on the camera and talk to people. They don't want to send people messages. They really don't really want to interact with people, period. So I told them like the best way to make money that way is since you want to be shy, shy online money is paid surveys. That's shy online money. Is they're got
Mm.
different levels of online money. You got I call it that's definitely shy. And if you want to, you can take it a step further and advertise promotional links. And those people really ain't never got to talk to you, but those people gonna try to say something to you anyway. They still gonna try to ask you questions too. They gonna post on your post and ask you, "Hey man, do this survey site really work?" What you gonna do? Just like
Mm.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just advertising it. I don't know. No, you gotta learn this stuff, man. You gotta learn these
Yeah.
things. You can't just present this stuff to people. And then you got another level of online marketing to people do the affiliate account thing. I have an affiliate account with eBay, Amazon, but the thing is, you can't like I tell people like when I first started with all this online marketing, one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to don't put all your eggs in one basket. Like the
Mm.
reason why I have two different blog sites is because one directs traffic to me personally and just a couple attributes that I do, which is the blog site that I showed you, which I posted in the comment feed. And my other blog site is for my technical consulting, which is mostly built for teaching people how to use technology to broaden their business, or if you want to figure out how to make money online, look, I got a page that says free money. Click on free money. I'm gonna show you all these different sites that I signed up for free, and I'll make money off of the system. You can get money directly into your PayPal account from every system. That's also,
Affiliate marketing, right?
huh?
Affiliate marketing.
Affiliate marketing is awesome because what I learned to realize with if you go to the bottom of most major corporation websites, scroll all the way down to the bottom,
Yeah.
majority of them say affiliate. It's gonna say just affiliate, and you're gonna think like, I know what affiliate marketing is, but what do they mean by this? They telling you click on this link, sign up as an affiliate,
Yeah.
market my program for it, and guess what? We're gonna direct deposit money directly into your account for every time people click on your link
Yeah.
and purchase something from us.
Yeah.
Like with Amazon and eBay, they give you pages. They
Yeah.
give you the HTML coding for the pages. You just put the HTML code in where it's supposed to be at. Boom. This is your page now. Post it. People click on it. And if you have Google Ads for your, that's the best way to do affiliate marketing though. Or you can like Amazon, they go, hey, if you set up your own Google ad for affiliate, because guess what? They still get paid off of it. They don't care that people seeing your Amazon ad on Facebook before they seen theirs because they still getting paid off of it. Even though they giving you a percentage, they still get paid off of it. Period. Like with my first blog site, it's through I made my first blog site through Weebly. It's simple. It's all drag and drop. Boom, boom, boom. I'm an affiliate for Weebly. The company who owns Weebly, which is ShareCare, I'm an affiliate for ShareCare. It's this company called PaySpree and DNZ. They give you the affiliate links, and I just post a lot of affiliate links on certain sites, and people be like, "Hey, that's a good idea. I want to use this to make money off of it." Or Weebly gonna give me a site for free, even though they sign it up for free. Eventually, they gonna not want that subdomain name. Like it shocked me the other day. Somebody clicked on one of my links, and out of nowhere, I just got $25 put in my account, and I'm like, where did this come from? Where did this come from? Guess what? Somebody clicked on my link on Weebly, got a Weebly website like 6 months ago, got tired of having the subdomain name up under there, decided to pay for their domain name. Once they paid for it, I got 35% commission off of it from something that somebody clicked on 6 months ago. That's the benefit of online marketing, because a lot of this money is going to come to you when you least expect it. When you really, really need it, when you least expect it, the money is going to come to you.
Yeah.
But the best thing to do in network marketing is already have a niche. Like what Abdul just asked me. What's your niche? You got to have a niche already.
Yeah.
You ain't got no niche or no passion about a certain business mindset. You can probably still make money off of these systems, but you want to be able to not just have to depend on making money off the system, making money off of yourself.
Well, you don't necessarily have to have a passion toward it, and let me just explain why. Okay. There are a few marketers out there. There's one guy, he's in the orchid business, and that's flowers. So he talks about everything that deals with orchids. Mm-hmm. So what he does is he provides content, and the way he does it is he does a weekly blog. So there's 52 weeks in a year. So he goes out and he does like keyword searches on what people are looking for in that niche. And then once he finds like their main areas, he takes that information and he writes blog posts on those keywords. But he doesn't write them. He finds the best writers on Freelancer, Fiverr, and places like that, and they produce that content. And then once he gives them the blog, then he sets up like a payment site, and he only charges them like $9.99, and then he puts marketing behind that. And what happens is he just created a niche for himself. He's giving them what they want because that's what they're searching for online. And it's so funny about the price of $9.99. Something like $9.99, even if people are not even interested in it anymore, they tend to forget about it.
Yeah.
Like I signed up for a Planet Fitness membership when I would travel to Arizona, and I still haven't canceled it. So just being honest.
You might need to cancel it.
I'm just being honest. But what I'm saying is that he gives the people what they want, and he has like over freaking 100 or more niches.
Yeah.
Well, he followed that pattern, you know. So sometimes, as entrepreneurs, we're the problem solvers. So we can be passionate, which I think that should be our main thing. Mm-hmm. But if you want to create a system, you know, that's one way that you could actually do it. Also, just give the people what they want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's Bob Proctor, right?
Bob Proctor. Yeah.
He has a very good concept around what you've just described. It's called the MSI technology. MSI technology, multiple streams of income. Mm-hmm. So the way you design that is that it's like a wheel. In the center of the wheel is your PSI, your primary source of income. Mm-hmm. What you are really passionate about.
Yes.
That's very key. So you have that, and then you now leverage off that into other things that you can systemize. It does not require your time. You don't have to be there. You are just leveraging other resources in order to create multiple streams of income. And you can have as many of that in like the spoke around the center of the wheel. So maybe in affiliate marketing, maybe in ebooks and things like that. So you just create those streams around your center of wheel. For those other streams, you don't have to be passionate about that. You just need to identify something you can leverage It doesn't require your time, and it brings in the money for you. Passive stream. So passive income. And then you can then design your portfolio that way. And you can have as many as you want. It can be in real estate. He cited the example of someone who wasn't even something that has to do with those who renovate. So what he just did was to create like a club, and he gave it to them, and they ran it, and they gave him commission. Right? He wasn't even involved. He just brought them together, and they were running the club, and they were giving him monthly commission, monthly check.
Yeah.
It doesn't even show his face, and they were just running the thing. So things like that, you don't have to be there, but you've just leveraged whatever they're doing, and it's bringing in income for you on a passive scale. While you remain committed and you remain devoted to your primary source of income.
This is true. It's true. And it's so fun. Like right now, before I jumped on the Blab, I'm creating an app. It's like a productivity app. Now, I don't know how to design any app, but what I did was I went on Freelancer, and basically what I'm doing is what they call re-engineering, reverse engineering, some of the top apps. And I'm asking myself, what is it that they have? Well, I mean, what is it that they don't have? And I can make better. So I'm writing it on paper, and then the freelancer I found today, I'm just going to pass all the information on. This is the app, is our model. We want to make it a little better. And then she said, oh, it'll be done in maybe 20 days. And then once it's done, then I'm just going to kind of market it the same way, or maybe give it out for free to kind of build the exposure. But then that could be another stream of income.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
The best,
especially in the digital world, you got to do that.
You know, the best way to make money off of apps.
What's that?
The best way to make money off of apps, even if you're giving it to people for free on like the Play Store and through Android, through the iPhone, Apple Market, sponsorship. If you look at any other apps that you see all those little commercials popping up at the bottom, the reason why they're giving those apps away for free is because those people are paying them to advertise every other thing that they have. Any like you go on, okay, say like I'm on Candy Crush. It's the app that I downloaded. I downloaded this app for free. It's constantly all other games that they created coming across as advertisements across the bottom of the screen. That's going to keep drawing your attention to that different product. You click on it, those at different companies that's popping up at the bottom of those apps are paying that people, the company who own that app, they're paying them for advertisement.
Yeah, because Candy Crush gets a lot of exposure.
Exactly.
Definitely, they do. Exactly. Now, I've read, though, the interesting thing about the free apps is that some people, and I'm not saying this is all, the ads that pop up on some of those apps, some people get annoyed by that. Some people don't. I don't know, but there was it was an article about a guy. I don't have it with me right now, but he was on his hospital bed, and he was kind of doing the same thing with apps. And he started doing the apps. And after he got the hang of it, he created some more. I'm thinking about creating 2 or 3. And he was making like over 6 figures a month, just on the app, kind of thing. So it's a good thing, and don't get me wrong, the free ad thing, I'm sure that works also. I'm just, because some people, they kind of like, Candy Crush is a big game, though. That's a huge game on Facebook. They get a lot of exposure. Yeah, a lot of exposure.
Candy Crush.
Actually, people invested in that.
How people get exposure to their apps when they first starting off?
Yeah.
Research to see how much these different major games or major apps charge people for marketing. You'd be surprised, man.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure they charge a lot.
They charge a lot, but you'd be surprised at how some of these people don't even charge that much. They're not gonna charge that much until they reach a certain level. If you catch them when they first starting out and they already got 10,000 downloads, guess what? They just started out. They got 10,000 downloads. They really don't know physically, mentally where their market is really going to go. They're just excited about these 10,000 downloads, and now people want to pay us for ads. They're going to charge you the minimum. If you jump in right when they first start, and they blew up like that, people gonna see your ad at the bottom and think, if this app that I just downloaded is advertising this, maybe this might be a good app that I can use also. That's how a lot of people end up searching for other apps by clicking on those ads. But like another thing, like what you were just saying, how the one dude maxed out on that money, and like you say, people get tired of seeing those ads. That's another way to maximize. If all you gotta do is set up a system to where, hey, you don't want to see these ads popping up at the bottom,
Your paid service.
for the app.
That's true. You're right. Yeah, that is a way to kind of bypass that.
90, you paid 99 cents for Candy Crush. Guess what? You ain't got to deal with ads.
Mm-hmm.
Candy Crush just got you to pay 99 cents to not see no ads. Just imagine how many other people got tired of seeing those ads and was like, it's only 99 cents. It's only 99
cents. Pandora, they use that too, and I actually opted the $4.99 a month type deal. I went for that.
A lot of apps do that. A lot of apps do that. A lot of apps do that, man. A lot of apps, especially a lot of free apps, because that's how they pay. That's how they make money off of their app, by charging people for ads. I'm uploading this to people. I'm giving people this app for free. How am I gonna make money off of it if I'm doing it for free? Hey, look, all you gotta do is say, hey, dang, I done uploaded this for free. It's only been up for what, 10 days? 10 days, I got 10,000 people to download my app. Yo, I can put this online and tell other companies who trying to gain marketing exposure, who just created apps, hey, bro, pay me $1 a day, and I'll post your ad for your app on my app. That's $30 every month from every company. Then once you reach to 1 million downloads, guess what? Be like, hey, man, the market just changed. Since the market changed, the market value for your ad, if you want to boost people coming to it, look, I just made it to 1 million downloads. You want to make it to 1 million downloads? Pay me $20 a month. I mean, $20 a day for marketing, and I won't market nobody else's app but yours. Somebody gonna bite, especially somebody gonna definitely bite and be like, yo, $20 a day. Everybody else, all these other apps, Candy Crush right now probably won't at no less. I guarantee Candy Crush right now is probably charging people $60, $75 a day just to get their ad up there. That's why when you go play Candy Crush, you probably only gonna see like 2 different ads pop up, because everybody ain't got that type of money to pay for ads.
You know, it's interesting you mentioned Candy Crush, and I want to talk to Dotson about this. I was talking to my son about it, and we were talking about the game World of Warcraft.
World of Warcraft is awesome.
It's like a huge game. But anyways, like, you know, even when the recession hit, you know, a lot of businesses were going under, but the video game industry was actually going up, because when people were depressed and they didn't have anything to do, you know, a lot of men and women, they turned to video games.
Yeah.
But it's like a lot of people have said, hey, investing in those type of companies could be a good thing, you know, especially when it has like a cult like following. Like World of Warcraft is like freaking a worldly cult when it comes to playing that game.
That's a technological cult for real.
Yeah, that's a different game right there.
Exactly.
And it's been around for a while. You know, I don't know how long it's going to stay, but those video game industries are some pretty wealthy companies.
Exactly.
They are. I mean, and also the demographic that it captures, right? So whether there's recession or not, the younger folks, right? Whether there's recession or not, they don't care, right?
No, they don't.
They're not in that age bracket of responsibility yet. So they are sort of like recession proof, or they are sort of like not really affected by the emotional anger of recession, unlike the people in their middle age who have responsibility. They have to think about paying the bills and things like that, you know. For them, it's about just let's hang out, let's have fun.
They have that disposable income.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know World of Warcraft has been around for a long time. When I first started working at
Yeah.
I used to play World of Warcraft with like in our little geek room waiting for like I started working at Cleveland State University when I first started working at IT, and
Mhm.
all they play every day, and they got me sucked into it so fast. Like literally, I got sucked into it so fast. But all they played every day on lunch break was it was either a half an hour of World of Warcraft or a half an hour of Counter Strike. Now,
Mm.
what I learned about World of Warcraft is even back then to now, if you notice when you're online, they got advertisements for all different types of things too. Just imagine how many people are paying World of Warcraft for advertisement. On top of that, their database is over 1.5 million people planted across the world. World of
Mm.
Warcraft might not never die. Not
Oh,
with
it's
that
never.
type of fan base.
Well, not only will it never. Well, it may die, but there will be something else to replace it.
It's going to advance, and
It's
guaranteed the
going to
people
always
who
be to
advance
replace
World
it.
of Warcraft, who might change it to a different game, it's the same person, same company who started that game right there. They just going look how many times World of Warcraft. Look, when I first started playing it was in 2006. No, 2005 was when I first got
Hmm.
introduced to World of Warcraft. That was almost 11 years ago. They've
Yeah.
only updated that game and the database system. They update the database system every 3 months, but the game itself has only been updated what 4 times since 2005.
Mm. Yeah.
I mean, you killing the market with that. You don't even have to pay for upgrading the system. All you paying for is not the game. You don't have to pay for upgrading the game. All you paying for is upgrading the system, which all you paying
Hmm.
is your IT personnel to keep updating the system, which you already been paying them for anyway. So it's no
Yeah.
change in salary. It's the same.
Hmm.
Only time they have to spend more money is when they change the game. The
Yeah.
game ain't been changed. Only thing they had to do is add more storage space because more people was signing in. Well,
Hmm.
okay, that's a little bit of money that they probably had a budget for set up already. But they out of all them people, over 1.5 million people logging in, and not probably not every day, but at least once a month, they're
Yeah.
gaining so much exposure and marketing off of that to where they probably have a budget set up what to upgrade their storage system. They probably spend at most at most with me knowing about network systems and building network systems at most and just in equipment, probably what $4,000 a year just in upgrading storage equipment and everything in servers. No more than 4,000 a year because all you got to do what even if you need to upgrade extra storage space, if you ever seen a server, you see how big those things is. They come on racks. They got
Hmm.
all different types of servers, and if I'm guarantee you, they got a room bigger than my condo that I live in right now, full of server racks and with empty shelves on it already. All they got to do is say, "Oh, we get long storage space. We got more people trying to join in. We need to upgrade our system a few more petabytes."
Hmm.
Petabytes, they probably gonna pay what at most, probably like 7,000 just for the memory upgrade because petabytes
Hmm.
are expensive. Petabytes are very expensive. That's why you don't have no average company out here with petabytes. They still working off terabytes right now. Petabytes are very expensive, and you
I
have to
bet.
consider. You have to really like, and this is the reason why major corporations have server racks. They have to literally like build a whole brain, a whole basically a computer, and add that into the server rack and put it in there. That's $7,000 right there. Just having that petabyte.
Mm.
So that's all they doing is just adding that, and they still paying these same people the same amount. And now they got people paying them for ads. Like I just seen somebody playing this game the other day. My nephew was playing it. It's ads
Mhm.
that pop up in the corner of the screen.
Oh yeah.
I was like,
Oh
yo,
yeah.
when they start doing this, I did research on it. They killing the market on ads. They extremely
Yeah.
killing the market on ads. Extremely killing it, man. Dante, man, I see your face glowing, man. What you got to say, man?
He comes in the
I see
conversation.
your face glowing, man. You got something to say. Every time your face start glowing, you got something to say, man.
No, it's one of those videos that they post on Facebook. It's a prank video, so it's so hilarious.
Oh Lord.
Uh,
Don't do what I do and get drifted off, man. I get drifted off sometimes. I be having to message my cousins and then be like, look, man, Stop tagging me in this stuff. I'm working. Please.
It's that we have that ADHD entrepreneur mindset, which mostly entrepreneurs
Yeah.
all are ADHD,
Yeah.
and myself included.
Yeah.
And that's a big thing. You know, you said something earlier about Thomas Edison getting fired from a job.
Yeah.
Do you work a job now, Dotson?
No, I run my own consulting company.
You run your own. The reason why I ask is because from the consulting that I've did with a lot of entrepreneurs and myself, I found out that most entrepreneurs aren't really great at working for other people.
No.
A lot of us suck at it.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, Dotson. You have a lot of degrees there. Maybe you were the good employee. You know, I don't know, but I haven't seen too many ADHD, too many entrepreneurs that were great at being an employee. I mean, let me hear. Were you guys great at it?
No.
Well, I
Not really.
for most part of my life, I mean, I've run my own thing, but in the period when I came to Canada, I've taken up maybe a couple of full-time roles, and I mean, it's the same work ethic I put in those positions, in the sense that the employee's mindset is that as you said, 4:30 they're already looking at their watch, right? And they're just their paycheck. But for me, I haven't started off since 1995 running my own business, so it's that same mindset I took into those full-time jobs, right? That I just, whatever it takes to get it done. I'm not looking at my time, right? I put in more than what is expected of me, right? And that helped me to move quickly through those organizations in the short time I took on those full-time roles before I opt out again, and then continued with my consulting thing when I became more confident in how to do things like that in Canada. So I think it depends really on the individual and
Totally.
understanding where you're coming from, that, you know what, the paycheck is just there. It's not the end in all. It's just there really to reward you some way. And so even if you give more than you are being paid, I believe in the law of compensation, in the sense that even if the employer does not value your contribution and services, the law of compensation will give it back to you in some way. And I've seen that happen in even coming out from those two full-time employment. So, for example, in one of them, it was when I went in for my MBA. I paid for my MBA. I sponsored myself for my MBA. You know, I didn't wait for the employer to do that, even though there's opportunity for me to get something from there, but I didn't wait, and I didn't even ask, because I looked at it that if I ask and I'm given, then I'm locked down. I've sort of like make myself,
I like that.
You know, if they see it worthy, they can give me something as a reward. If they so choose, I let it that way. So again, and in the end, I was compensated. Despite the fact that I wasn't paid, I was compensated, because by the time I moved on from that organization, then I moved on to something a lot higher, you know, at the right time, which is the way, again, law of compensation works, in the sense that if you continue to add value, even to a client may not appreciate it. Guess what?
Yeah.
Maybe the next client, maybe the next client after that. That extra thing that you put in will come back into your life somehow. I've seen it work over and over for me. So I'm never disturbed about the fact that, okay, should I give my best at the risk of me not being valued or something. I just do it anyway, you know, and move on.
But it seemed like you always had an exit plan.
Yeah, that's the way I operate. Once I get onto the next, what do you call it? The next, even in my consulting thing, once I sign on the next engagement, I already have an exit plan.
Interesting. I like that.
Because, you know, it has kicked in and it's just a matter of time for it to happen. So you want to have an exit plan from day one, knowing that you're just there for a time. If you stay longer than expected, it's a bonus. But, you know, don't expect it to always work that way. So always have an exit plan. Once you get into the next thing that you're doing, have an exit plan and work towards it. The last contract I worked on, I already had an exit plan because that was when I discovered the opportunity with John Maxwell, and I said, you know what, I would want to upgrade myself with this coaching thing. So I already had an exit plan from what I was working on then. So that exit plan is where I am right now, you know. So with the coaching opportunity with John Maxwell.
Yeah, gotcha.
So I didn't for me to get into this situation before thinking of the next thing. I already had an exit plan from when I started my last contract, because I knew it's just a matter of time, right? It's going to end, you know. And what's that next thing for me? Which was when I was beginning to think of the fact that, you know what, I've done consulting for a long time. I've helped organizations for a long time. I've helped them make a lot of money, you know, but, you know, as you get older, then you begin to think about things that are more important, in the sense that when I get to the end of my life, how do I want to be remembered? Is it that, Dalton was a very good man. He helped so many organizations and things like that. All that I want to be remembered of having helped people be successful in life, some of whom actually work in the same organizations I've helped. And so that's why, as part of, you know, working towards as a long-term approach, let me begin to do things that will push me towards that direction of not just helping organizations, but more importantly, helping individuals to be successful in life.
I like that.
So
good for you, my man. Good for you.
Wonderful
I like that,
man. That's wonderful information, man. And that's inspiration to us all. Follow your footsteps, man.
Yeah, because I mean, life is short. It goes by so quickly.
It does.
You know,
so short. You know, it's so funny. A lot of people say like 2016 is my year, right? And a lot of people are saying that because 2015 wasn't their year, because life goes so fast that if you don't focus every day and know exactly what you're moving toward, 2015, 2016, 17 could just fly past you, and then you're like, man, I didn't get what I want. You know, I didn't get what I was going after.
It's already going. Remember, December, we don't have December. You know that?
What do you mean?
December of each year, if you really, in terms of productive time, December is out of it, right?
You mean because of the holidays and stuff?
Because of the holiday season. You can't really do much in December. So December is out of it. We're coming into the new year in January, right? The first 2 weeks is when we're just settling in. So we have maybe just 2 weeks of productive time in January. For most part, the realities of the new year begins to settle in February, March.
This is true.
Which is what throws so many people off, because you start with the mindset of the previous year, and it doesn't always work that way. Things will start playing itself out in the new year, and it kicks in around February, March, and it throws so many people off around that period. Then you have to readjust to the realities of the new year around that same period. So really, your productive time starts in around April. And before you know it, April to June, July, summer is another quiet period.
Yes.
So really, the productive time you have in the 12 months of a year comes to maybe about 8 months. If you are really good
I can see that.
So guess what? That's why the year goes by like that before you know what's happening, because of those other factors that people don't really pay attention to.
That's a good point. I like the way you put that. I agree 100%. No arguments on that.
So it's only about eight months really that you can do anything meaningful.
Yeah. This is why my work day is set aside for my most important things. I used to think that busy work was work, and it's not. I only do my most important things, and I do them right away in the beginning of the day. That's just the way that's the way I've learned to tackle things.
Yeah.
You know, and really, if you think about it, your main thing is only a few things.
Yeah.
It's not 20.
Yeah, it's only a few things. Well, maybe at most maybe two things in a day, right? Okay, you getting into work. I mean, if one is a 9 to 5 thing, right? The 9 to 5 crazy thing, right? You get into work. Okay, if you're disciplined, you get into work 8 o'clock, right? It doesn't really happen that way. Really, the day starts around 9, right? It starts around 9. Most people will check their email, get their coffee. Before you know it, it's already 10. 10 o'clock, you have your first meeting. Before you know it, it's already noon. You go for lunch. Before you know it, it's already 1 o'clock. You you have another meeting, right, that takes you to 2, 3. And then if you're lucky, then you start doing real work that produces something, right, from maybe 3 to 5-ish. And for those who like to watch their time, it's already one day has gone already. Just like that. Just like so. In the 8-hour cycle, really, how much time do you have when you take out the time for meeting and time for lunch and time for other things? It's maybe only 2 to 3 hours of productive time.
That's true. That's
Times
true.
5. Talking about 12 to 15 hours in a week out of the 40-hour week.
And it's so funny because with me, I only I basically have a 4-hour block. Well, actually, it's not really 4-hour block. I do this thing where I do 4 50-minute sessions, and I used to work from the computer, but my sessions are away from the computer. So if it's not work related, I have this thing called a focus room where I take my work to that place. I have no distractions in there. It's just me and the table, and I just work.
Yeah.
And it's and what's so funny is when you get that 50 minutes, what you find out is 50 minutes is a very long time, and there is no other distractions. And sometimes you have to look at it like, for me, I have to be like, oh my gosh, 50 minutes, I still got some time. You know, I have to. It's so funny to fight all the distractions and everything.
Yeah.
It's hard just to stay focused for that time, for the 50 minutes.
Yeah.
You know?
So yeah.
Beautiful, man.
It's
There's a good book out there about it too called The One Thing. That's the author is the owner of Keller Williams, which is like the nation's largest realtor. He wrote the book because he used to be scatterbrained, and he learned that his productivity went up when he started focusing on one thing. Because also with the ADHD entrepreneur, a lot of times we're always chasing the bright light.
Yeah.
We always want to do the next thing.
Yeah.
You know, one idea can't take us to 1 million. We think 20 ideas.
You gotta learn how to narrow it down, man. You gotta learn how to narrow it down, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. You gotta like I always tell people, research and find out what appeals to you, not just your eyes of finances, what appeals to your personality. Whatever you have to find systems. I'm not saying just use one system. find systems that you can acquire and adapt to your personality, and keep driving them. Just keep pressing on them until you master those systems and learn how to maximize your finances. That's
Yeah.
the gist of it. Don't just jump out there and be like, "Ooh, they telling me if I sign if I sign 25 people and these people go out and sign these people, I can make this amount of money." Don't just look at it like that, because you with that. And for one, when it comes to network marketing, if that's your whole mindset of starting this system, it's not going to work out for you until you learn how to change your attitude and your approach to these systems. You can't have that, ooh, this is what they're telling me I'm gonna make. I'm about to do it. That's it.
Mm.
No. Research this system. Don't just go off for the first video that somebody sends you telling you about it. YouTube has plenty of videos on all different systems. Research it. See what all different videos, all they say. See who's going to help you along through this system and going to help you maximize your approach with it, and who's really going to work with you to help you master it just like they mastered it. That's what I did. I mean, it took me time to assess to this mindset and to start learning how to incorporate myself with the right people and incorporate myself with the right systems. But once you figure that out, a whole lot better off. But research, and find out what is fitting to your personality and what's really attached to your driven passion. What systems can you use that revolve around your automatic niche, your
Yeah.
main niche? Find out systems that revolve around this niche and use them to maximize your finances. It's the best thing to do for yourself, but you have to know yourself.
That's true.
And where are you trying to reach? What are you trying to reach in success? What is your level of success? Where are you trying to get yourself to? You have to know that too. But also, like what you were saying earlier, you get caught up doing too much stuff. I do the same thing. Like you said, entrepreneur HDA. What I learned to do is, like, when I started writing my life mission statement, I had to learn how to start writing down a schedule for myself. Like, my brother-in-law, he was talking to me this all the time. Bro, you got to stop scattering your time. You coming in here, you ain't been sleep all night. What are you doing? What are you doing? You look so tired, man. You killing yourself. You killing yourself. You got to pace your time. So he gave me his
Run.
I don't know where it's at, but whose music was that? That was great music for us.
I thought that was in Atlanta. I didn't
No,
know.
that ain't down here. Oh no. That ain't my music. I don't turn on no
And
music.
that's exactly what the prank video is about. Let me post the link to you. You really laugh.
Lord. You in
I
the
wanna see
videos, man. You in the videos.
That's a prank video.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
Someone just posted it on my
Oh
Facebook.
Lord. They posted it on your Facebook. Let me Hey, I seen this. I seen this one already. Dude tripping. He got 4 videos like that.
That's like the ISIS guy.
No, dude, like going in random areas, throwing the bag. He dressed up like a Muslim. You know what I'm saying? He dressed up like he from Saudi though. He ain't just dressed up like your average Muslim. He dressed up like he's from Saudi, from overseas. He got this black bag and he just throwing it in random places and running away like it's a bomb or something. and I mean, me personally, if I seen something like that, I'm a run too. I ain't gonna lie. But dude tripping. Like, look, did you see the one where he ran up on dude's car, threw the bag in dude's car, and dude jumped out his car and left his car and took off running down the street? Yes. He threw the bag in dude's car. And dude was like, man, I'm about to start recording right now. Look. I need to start recording, man, for real. No, this is great experiences though, man. I think Dog had a great sense of humor too. All right. Look. Before I start recording, I'm gonna finish this statement though. I'm I'm gonna finish this statement before I start recording, and we can keep talking as much as you want to. But before I start recording, I'm gonna say this: my brother-in-law, he gave me a list. He set a schedule for his life, not just for his work and everything. He set a schedule for when he wakes up in the morning, what he's gonna do when he wake up, um, how long that's gonna take, how much time he needs to spend towards getting dressed, how much, what all things he needs to have with him when he's leaving the house, what time he should leave the house, what time he should be arriving to where he's going, and he has a schedule for this for 7 days out of the week. At the end of the week, he assessed a whole new schedule. Some of the things might stay, but there's always new events in your life that's coming up. And he assesses and writes all this stuff down. He gave me, he like, look, bro, this is your example. He gave me this list, and I started taking the list and assessed it to my life, to what I need to start scheduling. That's how I ended up. That's how I scheduled this session. That's how I schedule all my other events, and I learned to start applying that to everything that I'm doing. That way, my life has more balance. Once you balance your life and your time, it's called time mastering. That's another thing. That's why I say when you said mastering is very important because you need to learn how to master your time. Once you learn how to master your time, master your craft. Once you master your time and your craft, you can excel your network to a whole different playing field.
Yeah.
Then you go back to what my man Dotson said, which once you, if you come to the first Biz Steps group, that's all we talk about is creating lifestyle freedom. You have time mastery, finance mastery, and mastering your craft. Those are the three main key attributes to creating lifestyle freedom. Create lifestyle freedom is the new rich.
It's funny you said that. Um, and I'm starting to adapt this philosophy because I've noticed this, and you guys can chime in if you've noticed the same thing. I've noticed that if I go on an extended trip, like let's say I go somewhere for 2 weeks, and I don't really do a lot of business, and then I come back, I feel refreshed. I feel like fresh new ideas. Like I can't wait to get back to work, and a lot of times my head is more clear. So there's some ideology out there where some people say, um, take half of the year off, take 100 something days off, because that is more effective for your business. Because we sometimes as entrepreneurs we can be in this work phase, but then we don't think.
Exactly.
Thinking is just as important as working, because the way we make our money is by coming up with ideas. And if you're stressed or if you're overworked, a lot of times those ideas don't come like the way they want. Like that's why we have better ideas in the shower, because we're not thinking about thinking.
About things, yeah. That's
You
right.
know, we're doing something else, or when we're driving and you can't find that paper
Yeah.
to write on. And then when you're trying to think, that's when you don't get it. Like when you need to figure something out and you're like, I need to figure it out, and it doesn't come. So that's why I've added meditation. I've gotten a lot into that. Just being still and just letting thoughts come to me. And that's for me myself. That's been a life changer. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, spending time to meditate is
Yeah.
it's a much needed discipline as an entrepreneur on a daily basis.
Hmm.
I'm I won't say I'm perfect at that. I have a lot to learn and to grow in that aspect. But yeah, it's the right thing, getting into that daily habit of meditation, because that's what keeps that is what will stimulate the creative side of us,
Yes.
much needed in bringing in fresh ideas to your business
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Hmm.
on a regular basis, because then you are able to take that and then offer that as value add services to your customers.
Hmm. I agree.
What I think on that aspect,
Hmm.
a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful mindset, and it's great training for yourself to learn how to not stress yourself out, and the factor of coming up with business ideas.
Yeah.
But the what people fail to realize is the more you relax and you ease yourself and you go and you take those meditation sessions, you bring enlightenment to yourself. And and the and the phase of bringing enlightenment to yourself is when you manifest your greatest business ideas, you manifest your greatest
Mhm.
life experiences ideas. And if you people lose creativity just trying to press themselves on working too much, assess to taking the time out, sit back, turn the computer off,
Oh yeah,
look
that's big.
around, and analyze on yourself. Analyze on yourself, and the more you sit back, like I always tell people, before you start like jumping into anything that you about to do in business, turn off everything. Sometimes certain people need to turn off the light so they don't focus on the light too much. Put yourself in the dark, close your eyes, and take 5 deep breaths. Which is also this is something I learned from reading and studying on Tai Chi also, and learn how to like those deep breaths. What a lot of people don't know, a lot of people you don't take a deep breath a day, which is not good for two. Every deep breath you take, you're opening up your lungs. When you're opening up your lungs to their maximum capacity, your body is pulling in more nourishment to your brain, and it's relaxing and easing your nervous system because you're pulling in more nutrients to your brain. What a lot of people don't know, when you yarn, say you've been working all day and you yarn because you think you're tired. No, yarning comes from a lack of oxygen to the brain. That means you've been moving around too much, not breathing like you're supposed to. You putting too much stress in your body and not giving it the nourishment that it needs during all the stressful times. That's the main benefit that people get. That's why you gain so much benefit from meditating, because you separate yourself from everything else outside of you, and you're channeling your body to understand your nervous system and what your mind, how it can relinquish the things that you got going on in your life, and the better way how to let it go. Like my best ideas come to me in my sleep while I'm dreaming. My best ideas come to me in my dreams. And this is the
Oh yeah.
essence of becoming a dream chaser, because a lot of people don't know this. Only about 22.6% of people in human population actually can remember their dreams. A lot of people don't remember 100% of their dreams. They might remember bits and pieces. I just started noticing recently that I remember all my dreams. Like the other day, I was asleep. Woke up, went to sleep 4 times in one day. I had 4 different dreams. I can tell you each one of them dreams, segment for segment, and I've learned how to take the keys out of those each dream and what I'm supposed to be using out of this dream towards applying into my life right now. Another thing, you don't get dreams for just any reason. Dreams come to you for a purpose. It might have something to do with what's going on with your life right now. It might have something to do with what you want to do with your life, or it might just be coming from past experiences in your life. And dream from past experiences is probably showing you the lessons that you're missing right now and what you're trying to do in your life. Being the
Well,
Go ahead, go ahead, Abdul,
well,
man, it's your flow.
well. What I was going to say was is that life is somewhat of a riddle.
Mm-hmm.
You're giving clues all your life. You're giving clues about your passion. You're giving clues about what route you should take. That's the best route, and it's up to you to take it.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a guy I want to talk about. Have you guys ever heard of the guy by the name of Dr. Elmer Gates?
Elmer Gates, that sounds very familiar.
He was mentioned in the book Think and Grow Rich. He created um, the fire extinguisher,
Fire
the
extinguisher,
iron,
iron, yeah.
and he had over 200 patents. And companies would hire him just to think.
Just to think,
And
yeah.
in one of his rooms, he blacked out all the windows. People who visited it, and his house is still there today in Chevy Chase, Maryland. They call it the darkest room on the planet because
there was not an ounce of light that came through. And he would go in there, close his eyes, and would take his pad in there. And some people say that he went into the alpha state of mind, and he wouldn't do any work or do any ideas until he put himself in that calm state. And there was one time he did it, and he wrote for 3 hours. He wrote 3 hours just worth of ideas, and he's created the thermostat. He's created all this, and basically the benefit is that you should never start work until you at least achieve this meditative state, because you don't know what type of clear message or idea or whatever that you may introduce into your day. So I've learned to never start work until that happens. I have to get into that deep meditative state and then work. That's just like my like routine, I guess you can say.
That's a beautiful routine, man.
Yeah, and
It's
it's deep. I mean, it's a lot of people say they have to. A lot of transcendental meditation is a big movement now. Prayer, how you need to do to get to your deep state. That's where some of the best thoughts come from.
right, Eddie. It's like a refresh button. It's definitely like a refresh button for your life. Definitely,
Hmm.
definitely. Welcome, Stephanie. I know you can hear us, most likely see us. I'm also though. Hey, welcome. Thank you for coming in. If you want to give us any insight on your idea of what this topic is right now, what we're talking about basically is what we need to do to maximize audiences to our business and the best way for us to not just master our craft but master our time. So there's an
Yeah.
open seat. If you would like to take this seat and give us some insight on your mindset or your ideology of this topic that we're having tonight, you're more than welcome to take a seat, or you can sit in and listen if you want to. But the seat's open. It's only us three sitting here talking. We've been sitting here talking now for. You guys have been talking to me now for about two hours.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
my question to you, Mr. Jones, is you say you have to go to work in the morning
Now I don't have to
this
go to
morning?
work till noon, and my body
Okay.
works perfectly fine off of 4 hours of sleep. So
Yeah, that's really all you need, to be honest.
exactly.
But
That's why people like if you realize balance out the time. Like one of my biz mates who works with me in this system with the Spark system, he posted like every Monday he does a session himself, a Blab session called basically it's not Mondays, blame your job. Because you know people get up Sunday, go watch football games with their buddies, and then be like, "Dang man, I gotta go to work tomorrow. I hate my job." Da, 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 da. Hey, it ain't your job. It's you. It ain't Monday. It ain't your job. It's you. You not where you want to be at. So figure out what you really want to do with yourself. That's the whole aspect of that. Is don't blame Mondays. Blame your job, but job is just uh, a sediment of what the government gives us or this system that we're in gives us to make an income. We,
I'm big on naps too. Like you know, Dotson brought up a good point about Thomas Edison earlier, and there's pictures of him like sleeping in parks, having cots in his office. A 20-minute nap can give you a lot of power, and that's the thing. If you need to take a nap, take a nap. But this whole concept of like sleeping in bed for this
8 hours,
long.
man. If you what he did the averages on it, man, because if you live for the average lifespan of well African Americans for one, our average lifespan is supposed to be like 65 years. Um, and in those 65 years, it's it was something like a little over 1 million hours. And he averaged out how much you sleep during that time. If you sleep 8 hours a day, you taking at least like a third out of you taking like a third out of your life, almost a third of the time out of your life, just
Oh
sleeping
yeah,
eight
you
hours
are.
a day. Those add up to years. What after the end of it, I think he averaged out to like 35 years of sleep. out of 65 years of life. Like, dude, that's almost half of your life sleeping.
Yeah.
I don't need that much sleep. I want to enjoy life. Thomas Edison was white. What made you say that?
What's that? What?
Thomas Edison was the Steve Jobs before Steve Jobs. Yeah, that's true. But both of them was white. What's the? Oh
Yeah.
man, please, please.
Well, you know, it's so funny. Like
Jump
there are
in.
like articles on famous people in their sleep, like Donald Trump. Um, who was the other lady that had the cooking show? Martha Stewart.
Stewart, yeah.
A lot of people they only sleep on 4 hours. They only have 4 hours of sleep. Kelly Ripa.
Man.
Um,
Reason
they're
is this
4 hour
also.
people.
Majority. Have you ever read Steve Harvey's "Act Like a Success, Think Like a Success"?
I haven't read that one. Mm-mm.
Beautiful, beautiful read, man. And not, I'm not just saying that because he's from my hometown, but
Yeah.
I like at first I started listening to the audiobook, and I was like, man, I need to really read this. So I found somebody who was close to me who actually had the book, who hadn't read it yet. I was like, look, man, if you're gonna take your time, I'll read it and give it back to you. It took me like a month and a half to read the book, and he focused in on the point of when he started doing his radio show and was doing a TV show leading up to the talk show he has now. Nikolai Tesla had great ideas but died poor. Yo, I'm glad you said that because before I start recording, Eddie, man, I since everybody's talking about Thomas Edison, I was gonna say something about Nikolai Tesla because
Mm-hmm.
I love those cars. And but back to what I was saying with the whole ideology of basically, I got brain freeze for about 2 seconds there. He threw me off with the Tesla, man, because Tesla, that's one of my favorite guys to talk about, man. Tesla, a lot if you don't, any of you guys know who Nikola Tesla is?
I haven't, but I'm actually looking for him online right now, so I will after a while.
Look up Nikola Tesla, man. And when you talk about Thomas Edison, you have to know about Nikola Tesla because Nikola Tesla ended up like working for Thomas Edison for a time, but he had greater ideas, and
Oh.
he actually was a greater inventor than Thomas Edison was. And they fell out over the ideology of Thomas Edison whole thing was DC, which is direct current. And Nikola Tesla's whole ideology was AC, which ended up excelling over DC because it cut the amount of electricity people were using to run their systems at home and things like that. And plus, a direct current is that's too much electricity going in one direction. And the
Hmm.
AC is the accelerated current where the currents is divided in different directions, which is being used right now in setting up the systems for these cars. Like the guy who created Tesla used to be an engineer for I think Bentley, Aston Martin, uh, Maserati. He did engine designs for Ferrari, Lamborghini, all these different very exotic companies, and he was giving them this idea of acquiring the changing the circuitry in the engines, and he learned all this stuff from researching Nikolai Tesla. Like Nikolai Tesla, the reason why I I was going to talk about him because we were talking earlier about wasting your talents and not using your passion and quitting. Well, Nikolai
Hmm.
Tesla, even though he had all these great ideas, like he died poor, and he basically drove himself miserable. And because he was competing, he wasn't trying to compete with Thomas Edison, but because his ideas were better than Thomas Edison's, Thomas Edison started using his attachment to people in society to make them not like Tesla's ideas to the point to where it basically made him die. He died not just impoverished and poor, but overly depressed and highly stressed out. And he really never slept. I mean, like he was losing sleep just off of the pressure and wasn't applying his time towards trying to really figure out how to overcome what Thomas Edison was doing to him to maximize his company. So he ended up dying poor. and impoverished and basically partially almost insane. But the guy who owns the Tesla car company used it. Yeah, SpaceX, Elon Musk. Yeah, this guy. See, Eddie, man, come on, man. You know all of the stuff that I'm about to start talking about. And you don't want to jump in, man. Come on, man. Come on. You're killing me, man. You're killing me. Because
Oh,
you're hitting all this in the comments feed and you're giving me all these great ideas, but you could be giving us these gems yourself instead of just posting in the comment feed, man. But he took this ideology and tried to offer it to first Aston Martin and to Maserati because they were his highest investors into his engineering, and they turned the idea down, told him that it was stupid and it wasn't going to work. Like the same thing that Thomas Edison basically did to Tesla, but instead of him letting what happened to Tesla, he took the whole ideology and kept documenting on it and mastered it, saved up his money, and invested into his own company. Now he has his own car, which is way more advanced than Aston Martin, way more advanced than Maserati, all of them. His car. I just watched a video. If you go to my IT page, which is Geek IT Service on Facebook, my business partner posted a video because me and him love those cars, even though we can't afford them just yet. But God willingly, we will soon, real soon. But the car has autopilot, man. This car has autopilot, and it's perfectly circuitrated to where like it has antivirus program installed into the car. It has a secure network system built into the car. Is that why the cars are named Tesla? Yes, that's exactly why the cars are named Tesla, because he used the ideology of AC to build this engine that runs perfect circuitry through connecting the engine to the computer system in the car. That's what a lot of cars, like if anybody had a 1992 Oldsmobile Cutlass, when they first started putting computers into the manifolds of your dashboard, a lot of those computers failed and crashed, and they had the digital speedometer, and it was going crazy because the electricity circuitry wasn't set up right. FAA just approved flying car testing. What, bruh? Come on, man. All right, Eddie. You know what? I ain't gonna ask you no more because you ain't gonna take no seat. But I appreciate the comments, man. At least I can express it too. YouTube has the video. I'm definitely gonna check that out on a minute, man. But he maximized the whole ideology. He invested it into making first off just starting one model of a car, which he basically honestly stole the design from a car that Maserati was gonna make, but they were already invested their money into another car design, and he was actually in charge of the engineering for that car, and he left the company without even telling them. Started his own company, took the patent of the design of the car. They couldn't do nothing to him because he was the one who came up with the whole idea for the design in the first place, and he used it on his own car and instilled that into it. And now his company is making probably more than Bentley and Aston Martin put together right now. I see where I'm at in the area I'm in northern Atlanta right now. I see at least 15 Teslas a day.
Oh, Teslas, yeah.
Teslas a day.
I just noticed something interesting, and this probably it has something to do with Tesla, but it was just something interesting I saw about his life. He was 86 years old and he was celibate his whole life.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is interesting.
Because he was focused his whole life on his craft.
Holy crap.
He focused his whole life on his craft. He came over here from Italy.
That is some dedication right there.
And he focused his whole life on his craft. His whole aspect of coming from where he was at to America was to give everyone his ideas and make the best business out of it. But he needed to incorporate. At that time, Thomas Edison was the inventor guy. So if you wanted to be an inventor during that time and build a business off of it, you had to incorporate yourself with Thomas Edison. It's just unfortunately he rubbed Thomas Edison the wrong way. And
well, they say he was more of a CEO Thomas Edison was, and this
Yeah,
guy
he
just
was.
kind of worked under him.
He
And
worked on.
anything you create at a job that you happen to create no doesn't belong to you.
Yeah,
It belongs to the corporation,
yeah.
and they get credit for it versus you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's probably what happened.
Yeah.
And he spoke 8 languages.
8 languages.
Wow.
Yeah. Nikolai Tesla, man, is a very, very great inventor, man. And if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have AC. We would still be stuck with DC. Now we have the opportunity of balancing the electricity off in our houses and everything between two different type of circuitry systems.
A lot of lessons to learn from his life.
Exactly.
When you
Yeah.
decide to work for someone else, uh,
And you can't be an entrepreneur under somebody else.
yeah,
You can't be, man. It's gonna drive you to
So he
your
died broken
deathbed,
alone in an
broken alone.
NYC hotel room.
Yep.
He had been living off of milk and the Bisco crackers.
Checkers. Yep.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
So,
Hey.
okay. So the own naming the company Tesla was kind of like maybe a respect being paid
It
to
was
Tesla.
respect to it because his whole everything that he was trying to create all came from Tesla's technology aspect. Like he studied Tesla's life and everything that he was doing in the process of him trying to create his own business because he started off like Tesla did, working in engineering for other major companies, for other CEOs who didn't respect his ideas. Just like, oh, he posted Wikipedia. You're a great man for posting that. Everybody should know about this guy, man. But like,
Oh
and
yeah, I'm reading about him now.
yeah, I know, but he basically thought about it like I don't want to die 86 years old, sitting in a hotel room, surviving off of Nabisco crackers and milk because these people don't want to use my ideas to incorporate into these companies. Because with the, huh? Why do I like him so much? Nikola Tesla, it's a life lesson. The reason why the guy who makes Tesla's cars, the reason why I like him so much because he learned how to take another great inventor's failures and life position to make his whole dream a great manifestation. He took the technologies who was learned from Nikolai Tesla, offered it to other people, and then realized that the same thing that happened to Nikolai Tesla when he was going to Thomas Edison was happening to him when he was going to the CEOs of Aston Martin, Bentley, Maserati, and these companies who were turning them down. And he started saving his money up and invested into his own company. I think if you look it up, I think he went a whole nother 12 years of just engineering for them, saving up money. Once he saved up enough money and did enough research on how much it was going to cost for him to start his own company and then patent his design and then patent the engine, he went and did his own business and didn't tell them nothing. He was still side hustling engineering off of them when he started his company. Like that's that's like if you can't get inspired off of a person who took another man's failures and made it into a great accomplishment to where people are looking at this car now like what is this? I remember when I first seen a Tesla, I was like, what is that? Like it looks amazing. What kind of car is that? I've never seen that before. Then I start looking it up, and then I start looking into me being the at the entrepreneurial mindset. It made me want to find out about how everybody else created their companies, what failures they went through, and then I realized that this was his motto, and this is why he named the car Tesla.
Yeah.
I was like, man, if I don't take pointers from this guy here on what I'm trying to do with my life, I'm not following the right people. I'm neglecting the right people. If you don't follow people like this, you're neglecting the right people. If you want to build your own business, you got to learn how to take gems from people who learn how to take others' failures and make them into great successes.
Well, there's a lot of people that fell in that category. Like George Washington Carver,
Yes.
he fell into that category because he gave his ideas away.
Yes.
He said, "Hey, I get them from God, so I'm going to share them," not thinking
Yeah.
that these guys are going to patent those ideas and make wealth. And he could have changed his whole family tree by patenting those things. And in this country, we have a habit of, not we, but men have a habit of taking people's ideas and doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you look at scuba diving equipment or some of the military equipment, all those things were created by Leonardo da Vinci.
Leonardo da Vinci.
They're all in this, and it was in his journal.
Mm-hmm.
And we know that Bill Gates bought his journal for $70 million. You know, and and those things weren't finished. And they actually said that Leonardo da Vinci actually had the blueprints for the plane.
Yeah.
Which we know the Wright brothers went after him, and supposedly they're the ones that's attributed to that.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of unfinished things that some people capitalize later on. You know.
Yeah. But yeah, you gotta you have to research people in history who were great inventors who were basically trying to make themselves to be great entrepreneurs and see where they failed, and it teaches you a great lesson on how you can maximize off of their failures to not fail off of it. Make yourself
Yeah.
fail proof in certain places. The more you learn about other people's failures, you maximize your success and decrease your failure rate.
Yeah.
That's what you want to
That's
do.
big.
But don't be afraid of failure. And like I always tell people when they come to not even just business, but life in general, fear is a figment of your imagination. Don't fear what you don't know. Research it, figure it out, get a great understanding of it, apply it to your life, and benefit off of it. But what I also tell people fear, I make fear into an acronym. Fear is false evidence appearing to be real. You can't manifest building a business off of fear. You have to go into setting up a business with I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna succeed mind state because the power of your subconscious mind. If you guys have never read that book, is I can't remember who the author is, but Google the power of your subconscious mind. And I that book was so interesting to me. It's kind of like it coincides with Think and Grow Rich. If you read Think and Grow Rich, Think and Grow Rich. They tell you about manifesting certain things in your subconscious mind to take ownership of success before you have success. You got to think like a millionaire before you become a millionaire because if you don't, you can become a millionaire and become broke all over again overnight. You have to instill that mind state into yourself before you get to that point. It's the best way to stay successful. Not just become successful, stay successful. Stay financially fit. Keep time mastering your time. You want to go on vacations, you want to spend more time with your kids, invest into yourself. Build your own business. Incorporate yourself with other entrepreneurs, research other entrepreneurs from history and learn what they did, what failures they went through, and learn how to apply that to what you're doing right now and eradicate failure from your life. I mean, I mean, I know I make it sound so simple, but in actuality, it is. In actuality, it's really that simple. It really is that simple. You just have to learn how to really instill the stuff into your life and take heed of the things that you hear from people and what you're learning. Don't just do like you used to do when you was a little kid, little snot nosed kid, and your mama tell you go wash the dishes, and you be like, "Oh man, I'll wash the dishes tomorrow." No, you can't do that when it comes to building your business. Thinking like, "Oh no, man, I don't need to post no ads for my business tonight. No, I'll do it tomorrow. No, I don't need to create no web pages tonight to tell people about the idea I got right now. I'll do it tomorrow. Guess what? Tomorrow gonna come and you're gonna be to forget about that whole idea and you didn't document it. You have no proof of this idea, and then it's really gonna hurt your feelings when somebody else think about it 2 years down the line, and then they post it and get all this exposure for it, and you thought about it 2 years before and you got nothing to show for it. You gotta start learning how to apply, apply. I'm gonna stop recording right now on that note.